Well, hello everyone and welcome to the channel. We are here with Memoriapolis. Now this is something I've been following a little bit actually and quite excited to show it off. And if you haven't seen it, you really must have if you're into city builders. It's actually unique for once, yes. So let's go into the new game. Alright, now we're loaded up to this place. We're going to pick our destiny. Now, disclaimer, I have only played the tutorial, so I'm going to be learning some things as we go, but I do know the absolute basics, so I'm not fumbling too much. Now, as our first destiny, what do we want to do? So we can go craftsman. So natural resources are 25% more abundant. Trader. Trade routes continue to generate passive income when caravans travel. Strategist. Incidents like fires and all that sort of stuff are 20% less likely to occur and spread. Politician. 2 additional decrees can be issued simultaneously and the cost is reduced by 35%. A philosopher. Cultural buildings offer 15% more satisfaction. And a priest. So the population regularly makes offerings of random resources. I quite like the sound of that because you might get lucky. I'm kind of umming. It would be interesting to go down the military route, but I'm going to base it on this stuff, and I'm not too bothered about the incidents just yet. Natural resources being pretty abundant are good. I want to try something different that people might not necessarily do on YouTube. I don't know. Let's try the cultural. So I'm going to be a philosopher. Alright, in honor of Socrates, we're going to go with Socratoria. That is our city name. Lons the god. Here we are. And we can make our own coat of arms, which is always nice as well. So let's get this going. I want something pretty simple. Do quite like that shape. And look at that. It's already got my colours ready. We're going to go with that as our coat of arms. Gold effect? No. Oh, the customization is good. I'm just going to change that. I like that. Let's go. Alright. Here we are. So the town centre can be placed anywhere on the map. However, your inhabitants have found the right places to develop. So we can go here. Obviously all of this. We'll get rid of that. There is a little bit of a tutorial, which is good. I have done the tutorial as well. I highly recommend doing that. The game is out on the 29th in early access. So do keep that in mind. Map's pretty big. Sorry, scroll speed is quite fast. So we want to check these. So this is where they're kind of recommending. It's pretty big. I do want to maybe be close to the seafront. Not sure where those bridges appeared from if we are in the medieval times, but I like the look of this. Maybe roadside. No. We're going to need wood and resources. This has okay, and we're going to have abundant stone and stuff over here, so I'm actually going to go with the ancient camp being over here, and we're going to want to tie it so that the roads can meet. So roads automatically build. I'll show you. I'm just going to put it in. Start of Antiquity. Your family has made this fertile and welcoming land its own, free to decide your own destiny. This is the beginning of your dynasty. Starting with a single camp, you'll have to develop an autonomous city that harvests its own resources, boasts a flourishing economy, and attracts other citizens to survive the ages. The goal, to make this future city one of the most important in the world. But be warned, your time is running out. Okay, let's hit start. I'll pause. Make sure we are pause. You start pause. So you start off with this little town centre here. 500 food, 50 wood, stone. So if you hover over each one, it tells you. And as you can see, it highlight areas that have stone and wood as well, as you can see for each resource. Got a clay deposit over there. Sand, we're near the beach, which is always nice, and precious stones. I don't know if this map has any precious stones, actually. Let's have a little scroll around. Doesn't look like it, which is okay. We can trade either way. Then you've got your gold coins to start off with 300. You got blueprints. I'll get into that in a moment. And then your workers and inhabitants and wanderers. So here we are. We're going to start with the production, and that's going to be straight into the small farm. And we're going to want to, you need it within this radius, by the way. It will draw its own thing. So we want to use this kind of open space. And I'm going to pop the farm here. And as you click to place it, it tells you, so it has a minus 100 attraction. There is an attraction zone, 100 radius, which you can see here. And then you can kind of say how many fields it's allowed. So you want to probably limit that. I'm going to go just to 8 here real quick. And we're going to go right there. And what will happen is it won't start yet. It'll tell you it takes 10 cycles. Cycles are down here. They go pretty quick. They're not like your days, but they're just cycles. They're interesting to follow. And if I hit play, you'll see how quick they change. So there you go. There's one cycle already. A couple of seconds, right? And there's a safety zone. We'll get rid of this in a moment. That is the start of that. Then we're going to need a cutting camp. And it will need to be in range. We'll want to go a bit further in so we can get more of the stuff out. And I'm going to attach it to the road this way. I'm going to go as far as I can this way, which is there. And then we're going to get in the small quarry. And the quarry itself is probably best placed. It does have an attractiveness issue, so I might bring it as far this way as I can. Over here is the best. That we're going to get over 2,000 here. So can I go a little bit more? I might be able to twist that. There we go. 2,200-ish there. We'll build that as well. And there we go. What should workers... What should they focus on? So each quarry you put down, you'll tell them. So we're going to say stone. And then we're good. And I'm just going to close that one off. I'm going to just show you now. So you have this thing called the building tree. And you see this blueprints up here. We got 2.5k. If we click the building tree, this is how you kind of unlock them. So each thing you click, it will cost a certain amount of things to get them. Proximity is a surveyor cabin. So that means you can extend how far you build using a surveyor cabin. So we will be grabbing that quite early on. It's pretty cheap. It costs nothing, which is really, really good. So we'll grab that one. And then production, we'll kind of upgrade and do all that stuff as well. But there is certain things you can't do yet. So you'll have to upgrade your town hall to tier 2. I'll just show you what that one does as well. So we'll get a surveyor cabin. It just means you can kind of extend your build radius, as you can see here. And we want to work towards where that iron is, right? That was what I'm thinking. And then potentially a second bit of wood if needed. So I'm going to go there. And then we're going to hit play. We're going to go through the cycle as these things build in. But thank you for being here, guys. I really, really appreciate it. I really, really do. And as you can see here, Chapter 1, Organising Your City. Get prerequisites to upgrade City Centre to Improved Ancient Camp. And if you click the Improvement tab, you'll see it takes 106 wood, 44 stone, and 90 population. As we start building, the population should increase as well. It's quite cool as things are getting built and the days go by. So the cycles, we're already 10 cycles in. You'll see things build out and adapt, and that means our inhabitants and stuff will go up as well. So there you go. You see, if we go over this, you'll see this produces 150 stone within a 5-meter radius. So these, we're getting a good amount. So at the moment, it'd be +5 there. We'll keep that one going, and then wood will also produce 5 per cycle, which is nice. So we'll slowly get those up enough to actually build. And then the farm, as you can see, we selected a maximum of 8 farms, right? And it will keep going out, and you can improve it. It will produce more food per cycle based on this. If you click a building, it does, in fact, pause up the game. So just be aware of that when you're clicking it. And then you should see the food, 10 now. So each farm it builds gives 5 food. Surveyor's camp has been done as well. So we get this. And as you expand the main ancient camp, the radius does grow too. Keep that in mind. A link to the game will be in the pinned comment as well as in the description as well, guys, if you are interested as well. And let me know your thoughts as always, obviously. And liking the video and commenting really helps me push out the algorithm. So please do consider that. And if you aren't subscribed, also consider that as well. Right, whilst we're waiting, let me show you a few of these things. I'm just going to pause. We're going to go into this cultural influence and kind of give you a quick overview of it. You have your different tabs. We can't do them yet, and we can't do anything with them. But this is where you can actually convert culture points into cultural influence points in either of these kind of topics. So just keep that in mind. And then you have like your size as well down here. So you get bonuses for each one. A little bit like City Skylines. As you upgrade, you unlock new kind of things. Oh, and just in there, you can see it down here, right? 3%. And if you hover over the scoreboards here, as you unlock new things, you gain percentage on that. All right, as you can see, farms coming in nicely, and they will be working the fields. We are going to be close to the upgrade. It's just going to be the population. It won't take long. We're already on 79, as you can see there. So it works at more of a grand scale, right? You know, like Frostpunk 2 kind of scale as well. It's similar to that. And then, as I say, if you hover over each one, you'll need to keep a close eye on the food gain and stuff as you go along as well to make sure you're getting it in. And as soon as we unlock the tier 2, one more person. There it is. Right, we can go in and hit the improvement of this one, and it'll take 10 cycles to get that one going. So this will go up to a nice looking building on the tier 2 as well. And the farms are still coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the last farm coming in now. So when we build another one, say over here, that will fill in nicely as well. But you want to make sure you do have the kind of space to adapt and build out further. So I'll just show you where this kind of goes. So once this is upgraded, let's just speed it up because we can't do anything until then. There you go. Radius is improved. So, well, is it actually? I thought it was. The security area is the boundary or city centre with a few exception buildings. Yeah, there you go. Right, now we have this. We are able to get into this. So it wants us now to unlock a cultural building. We're going to come on in. We have the ceramic. So these are our different ones. Production. This one will obviously give us better certain things like satisfaction, but it does cost 20 to maintain. We've got the arena for the military. Each one, as you can see, is different. That's religious. They each have their thing. I am going to try and balance it out a little bit. This kind of depends on what I want first, right? And each of these kind of change with how you want to approach things as well. And because we're a philosopher, we're in pretty good standing to kind of use whatever we wanted here. And you'll definitely want to get to a position where you're getting most of them anyway. I am going to go into the ceramic workshop, which is going to cost us 500 of our blueprint points. So we're going to accept that one. And then we're going to come out and build it. So we're coming to cultural, and then we've got a ceramic workshop here. So this must be on road. You want to be careful where you kind of put this, but I think I'm going to try and leave a little bit of space. I think I'm going to go somewhere over here. Yeah, as you can see, you get a bit of a boost in the districts if they're nice and close, actually. I might take this then. And then farmland can go elsewhere. Let's go here so we can get a nice big buff to that. We'll get that spiraled there, and we'll build that one in. And then each thing you build here, this is how you can adapt it. So I'll show you this bit down here afterwards. So I'll just hover before we select so you can kind of see. There's quite a lot of depth. So each one, you'll see, you have health, safety, belonging, esteem, and creativity. Now, each one you get to pick and you can add it to this. So this building is going to give us 175 health anyway, which is going to be that one. Safety, you have this unsatisfied citizens thing. You want to try and build up each to make sure they are satisfied in these areas. So for us, we're going to go into creativity. I believe it gives us 125, so that should give us... Yeah, that's good. Let's go into that one. So we'll basically have the health, and then the choice will be for creativity. Boom. If we hover over here, you'll see we should be within our bounds of these, so we're fine. When that's built, sorry. Alright, an attractive land. New residents will prefer to live in an attractive location with nearby centres of interest, while some environments may repel them, others will charm them. View the attraction in the filter at the top right screen. Let me just show you this then. So if I go into the attractiveness, you'll see that does hover around here. You can kind of set each one, resource filters and districts. So this one's quite important. So that's you buff them. So us putting that there is buffing these two districts here. So just keep that in mind. And produce attractive zones. I will try my best. And then build the cultural building. So we are currently building the cultural building. I'll go with that. And then let's come into the blueprint so you can kind of see if we can do anything else. So for example, we could go ahead and update our cutting camp to get in more wood. We don't have the stone yet. Architectural office. So this produces 15 blueprints per cycle. We are going to need this in, so I'm going to grab that real quick as well. So let's get the architectural office on the go. I don't think this affects districts. We probably want to move this away from our first bit. So let's get the architectural office running over here. We're not running from that bit. I want to keep space for these, so let's maybe try there. All right, here we go. So chapter 3, now have access to service buildings. Hurrium, Macellum, I don't know. Numerous reserve slots and allow cities' various production buildings to be managed more efficiently. Macellum allows trade routes to be opened in other towns in order to buy, sell, and trade resources. So let's pause it up and let's have a look. There is a lot of emphasis on your districts, right? Create 4 cultural districts regardless of area. And as you can see, I think each one indicates whether it's good or not. You see how these are like a lighter green? So the health plus creativity seem to be fine. And decorative, statue of the founders. This produces a lot of satisfaction, but you need clay plus sand. So we'll need to kind of dip into those. We are generating the blueprints as well, which is good. All right, let's go and try and get some of this clay. So we are going to, hopefully, put this in a position that will allow us to grab a bit to get an upgrade. I might need another surveyor's office, though, if I'm going to be totally... It must be outside a dense forest. Our best bet is to get a surveyor's cabin, kind of... Is that like a wonder of some kind? Discovery of a ruin. Ah, so we can't build on top of that one. Whoa, there is a... Demolish would gain us pretty good stuff. Cost of repair. Who knows? You might be in for a pleasant surprise by repairing them. Almost feel like you should repair them, right? Then I kind of want to keep it then, guys. I won't demolish as much as I want these resources. That would give us what we need pretty much to get in the statue, right? Do we have any other wonders around the map? I don't think so. Okay. All right, let's get a surveyor's cabin there to grab that one. And we will go in and grab the... where we can here. So there's 260 something we can get from there. And we don't have to destroy the artifact by doing so. Let's get this as far over as I can. We can do pretty well there. 935. We'll go with that. And this will be for clay. So we'll start getting in clay. And then over here, we should be able to start getting in the sand as well once that's built. All right, it's quite deep. And as you can see, there's this thing called the Book of Satisfactions down here. Let's click that one. So in here, you're going to gain or have a look over everything. And you can kind of see what you need, which is good. That's going to be handy as well. I'll get used to a lot of this as we're playing as well. Been excited to get stuck in, if I'm honest. All right, surveyor's building done. So let's go ahead and get a quarry in now. And this is going to gain us some serious sand. There we go. So we'll have all three resources. We are going to need to consider storage. So let's go ahead and grab... What do we want? So this Horium is a large storehouse. And then we've got the large market. Let's go with storage first. We'll grab that one in. Although, can we get this? I think we can. Should we get the market as well? Construction we'll be able to do at some point. But we're going to want the storage first, which is 150 wood, 150 clay, and 19 people. So once we've got all of those resources in, we should be good to get these service buildings on the go as well. As you can see, our first bit of clay has come in. We kind of want to be up here. That is a great clay deposit. Looks like I can as well. I'm going to come this way with a surveyor. It does use up our builders and stuff, so you've got to be careful, but I will keep them coming in. I'm just keeping a close eye on food for the cycles as well, whether we need to upgrade the farms. At the moment, we've got 441 blueprints anyway, and we are obviously generating some, so we are okay. All right, let's get our statue of founders in. So I'm not sure at what distance this does give the beauty. I kind of want it in this little gap here. It'll come off that road. Let's go there, and that'll be next to our ceramic workshop. An absolute mammoth of a statue right there for the gods. It's kind of a good blend of City Builder plus Civ game, right? That's the way I see it. That one's obviously going to stay there. That is just for this now. We have 9 spare workers, so I'm not going to be able to get these service buildings in just yet. Clay won't be long as well. And we are almost 100 cycles already, which we need to be careful of. All right, let's go back into this cultural influence now so you can kind of see. So here we can kind of come in and sacrifice a little bit of these. I'm just going to apply a 1 across these 4 here. Let's invest so you can kind of see. I'll just hover over so you can see what it's all about. In each age, cultural influence represents your influence across the world and allows you to unlock a city title and unique effect, acting on all the wonders of the game. The more points you invest in this gauge, the more it will increase, varying the power of the age's effects. A summary of the ways in which you can obtain points can be found in the cultural influence table. All right, let's hover over this so you can kind of see. So we've discovered one ruin and gained some on the scoreboard there. This is how we do it. Invest culture points does help us towards that 500 here. But yeah, I'm not sure how many or where this shows why you're allowed to invest them, but it does let you. But yeah, we have a serious issue with safety and all of that sort of stuff, so we need to be on top of that. Which is why we need these guys in, right? So as soon as we get this clay, 150. We're almost there. We should be able to fix those problems. Our statue is in, though. Look at the size of that thing. All right. Obviously, as you can see, we have 2 production culture districts. I need to build one of the storage buildings next to these and one over here to fix this. I'll show you that. All right, we have the clay. So there it is. We are going to get this bad boy right over here. And the reason I'm going to pop this over here is because that will create the districts. It might make sense to come over here, actually. Can't build on top of the road, though. I want to try and fit it in as well as possible. So if I can go close to the road, that's even better. Boom. All right, we're going to need to satisfy these 3 here. So I'm going to go into esteem and belonging. We'll fix... health goes in. Esteem and belonging. Do we want to go safety first? Let's get rid of belonging. Let's go safety. I'm going to go with those right there. And then all we'll need is belonging, which will help some of us citizens from there. That should increase us. All right, here we go. And then up on the top left here, you've got this satisfaction impact. So if they're not satisfied, it does impact you, as you can see here. So health, you are reducing your food consumption because they're happy, and construction times are reduced. Let's pause it. Safety, no effect. Belonging, no effect. And creativity, we're gaining blueprints production, which is great. And culture from these, so that's fine. We'll see a positive impact on safety and esteem in a moment, hopefully, once this is built. That is a big wonder right there. Not wonder building. There it is. You now have access to production buildings. Carver and carpentry. Beautiful. Build Macellum. Accept manually one faction. We'll wait till they come in to do that one. I do know that one. You've got to be careful of the cultures though as well. Now let's go into the reserve. So this will show you now inside of the building we just built all of the resources we've got going on. We want to get into this, right? We want to be able to get some wooden beams because that's going to be our next kind of upgrade, which is good. So we're fine. All right, let's open the blueprints now. And as you can see, culturally, we are able to grab the carver. So the carver converts 3 stone to 7 rubbles every 5 cycles. And then carpentry is the wooden beams. So we're going to want to unlock these. We can go either or. Do I want to do them now? Do I want to go into these for cultural related purposes? You can obviously go into each. I'm just thinking if we go into a religious building, you don't want to go down just one route, right? You want to kind of upgrade where possible. I think what I'm going to do is come into the farm. I'm going to unlock the tier 2 farm here. And then I'm hoping I should. Let's check the improvement. It's 200 wood. We can get that just fine. And then hopefully the upgraded tier of that one as well. This logging camp hopefully will generate these. What is it to get these once we've unlocked it? Upgrade cost is only 200 stone as well. I might get that one early on then. So we get the upgraded cutting camp. We'll use our points on that one. And I am going to just quickly check. I think we need inhabitants. No problem. All right, let's get this cutting camp improvement done. So that's going to start the upgrade on that one. We're doing pretty well on this stuff. On resources, to be quite frank, everything's looking okay. What do we need here? We need just 15 people for the Macellum. We'll get the market going. Hopefully we can start buying and selling then. And what was it to rebuild the wonder? So we need a good amount of stuff. Okay, we'd need tiles. We could probably buy in the tiles if we want. All right, and there we have the upgraded cutting camp. So it's a bit more of a radius. We might need to move this at some point, but does cause disturbances there. So we probably want to move that out eventually. But yeah, generates 8.6 per cycle now, which is much better. All right, it's time for the Macellum. I want to actually turn these into slightly better. This building looks awesome. I can't quite get into that area based on our thingy, the way we've done it. I do kind of want it over here, but we'll have noise disturbance. I would very much like to connect 2 roads like that and then bring it in. We want to bring it in as far as we can to actually impact these guys so we get a bit more culture going. Let's go right there. Let's get this going. So we need one into belonging if we want to keep this good. At the moment though, yeah, faction trust decreased, so it's all sources combined. We probably decree, look at all these now that we've got them in. Reduced impact. So let's get that. Plus, do we want food consumption? I think I'm going to go food consumption. And the reason, health goes up anyway, right, actually? Do I need to worry about blueprint production? Yeah, I don't think I do. Resource production increase. So we're going to go into esteem as our second choice. We're going to get good ones in there. And then we're going to have a look at this this market and trade routes, which is going to be awesome. What a gorgeous game, though, as well. It's nice. It's nice. Worth noting, we could probably do another upgrade as well. There are certain things you need to have ready. So a prerequisite, for example, to go into the level 3 here, you'd probably need to get the tier, the main camp upgraded. There is a wonders tab as well that we can see, but I haven't quite got that far. So we are also going to buy the carpenter. I'm not going to do that yet, but we're going to have that ready. I'm going to try and build a little bit of an industry, maybe down by the sea here. Pretty cheap to make. Don't know if there's a disturbance, but it would be beneficial to probably go this way. So yeah, let's get it attached to that road there. So we'll get the carpenter in as well, and we can start producing, which will obviously impact our wood reserves. And let's see how much it is for the ancient camp. We just need the carpenter stuff to get the city center upgraded. That's why I went with the wood first. And there it is, the marketplace. Let's open the panel. And let's take a look at some trade routes here. So, buy at Aquinicum or sell at Aquinicum. So, you'd have to unlock the routes themselves. How do we unlock them? It's down here. It's 500. So, 250 to unlock with Sparta, and Wasset is 100. We'll probably do the basics here. So, we can buy food. What can we sell? We can sell our resources. I'm guessing each trade route is better. There's roof tiles that we could sell. Is there one we can buy roof tiles from? So Aquinicum is where we can buy roof tiles. We don't have enough gold for that. So we're going to keep it cheap with Wasset and try and actually sell to them. So we can sell... So caravan will be back in 20 cycles, and we will sell 100 stone for 200 gold coins. What will that take us to? 400. We need 500 to get the roof tile, so... Let's sell 100 of each when the caravan comes, and that will gain us 400 coins. Boom. And then that will complete that as well. Perfect. So that's how you kind of do trading. Very simple, actually. And then you can just click it over here. You don't actually have to physically click the building. But I love that market building. It looks awesome. Which is over here. You can see the trade route. It's got this little timer going around. And here we go. Deme of Megara is at the gates of your city. The Deme of Megara is a large community under the leadership of Loanis or Ionis. They are renowned in their native Attica for having fought in great wars when ruled by Megara. Now they are respected above all for their bright political and cultural future. If you accept them, this faction will occupy a closed and available area in your city. The faction produces these resources every cycle. So they produce cultural points of production, and we can gain a little bit of tax from them. Is that per cycle? Every cycle we get half a gold coin in tax. The faction likes Proskokian and Dungeon, which is good. They don't dislike anyone, which is good. And on installation, this faction grants 25 cultural. I am going to accept these. You now have access to cultural buildings. Beautiful. So we've just opened up a huge thing here. And there's the faction is this one right here. So in this little closed district, that is our faction right there, which did unlock a whole bunch of cultural stuff. As you can see, we've got the Agama Workshop. Agama Workshop is a small shop that sculpts and sells statues bearing the effigies of God. As you can see, we have Statio. I cannot say half of these. I apologize. Unknown City Evolution. So we'll just be careful of that at the moment. I do want to probably get into this education though. Cool, so we've effectively unlocked the tier 2 of these guys. So I'm guessing you upgrade? Or do you have to physically build them? I guess you have to unlock them first. Alright, we don't quite have enough blueprint points yet then, so we'll just keep an eye. Alright, select the city center, building a rampart. Right, we need 56 of the wooden beams. We're actually on 16 now, so we'll kind of just build towards that one. So we are producing well. What we need to do is make sure our wood is still okay, so they are cutting down the trees. They do disappear as you're doing it. I'm not sure if the stone quarry actually levels the ground too. It is possible, so I have to keep an eye on that one too. Now, there is one that I want to make sure we can kind of upgrade, and that will be this one, because you only have, you're limited to 4 on this. You want the radius to kind of be bigger on the surveyor cabins. Oh, we have a new kind of attractiveness area thing, which is cool. So I might get a buffer of this in here. Let's have a look at what it costs to build. It's pretty cheap. It's just wood and stone. So let's go right in here. I'm just going to tuck it into these districts for a bit of attractiveness. Right there. And that'll add in a nice little statue for these kind of areas as well. So you probably do want to keep enough room to fit some of these guys in. It looks like we can get one in there, which will fix this district a little bit as well. Okay, I'll get one more over there as well. So we've got kind of a bit of attraction in both of these zones. All right, I've just noticed where the ramparts is. You have to click this little button here, and that will create some kind of city walls. 242 wood. We can make it bigger. Oh, hello. Look at this. More rounding. We would like to encompass these. I'm guessing that gives... Okay, factions inside ramparts pay 15% more taxes and produce 15% more culture without penalty. Okay. Costs a lot of wood, though. So inside of just this bit, we would gain something. It's not too much. I'm guessing you can expand this at any time. So I'm going to start just building a basic wall around the start of our settlement. I'm not sure if there is actual fighting and stuff you can do here. Just noticed each one we put 2 in down here, the number isn't that anymore. We go into the cultural thing. Oh, we have the faction tab as well. So we've got the one faction. Cool. Right, in here. Yeah, can you change it? I'm going to invest the production as we're producing a few more of those down to 10. And we'll leave it as is. That should help us gain a little bit more there as well. So we'll go down to 10 there. And that goes straight into our culture, actually. I think I get it now. And there's our walls. They are now in. So all we need is the prerequisites to get this improvement, which is now waiting on a little bit of wood, which won't take long. Nice. And I'm excited to see what it looks like when we do it, actually. But yeah, as I'm playing, guys, please do let me know your thoughts as well. I think that is going down. I have to keep an eye on that. That would be really cool if it does. All right, we are ready for the improvements. Boom. Ancient camp is going to go to tier 3. Now, we've got to be careful because a lot of our thingies here, I think they're happy, actually. So we just want to work on a bit of creativity as our, next point. So 1.2k blueprints now. Let's come into this here, and we want a bit of creativity. Yeah, so to me that would indicate that we probably want the Agauge Center. I don't know how you say it. I'm going to buy it, and we're going to get one in. I'm going to go into a little bit of education here, which requires a bit more wood again. And I think I'm going to need another cutting camp. So let's don't want to disturb too much. Let's come this way. Okay, trade route completed. So each trade you can set to sell stuff each time. I'm actually not going to sell anything this time. I'm going to focus purely on getting in and load more wood to keep us going. Now, I'm just going to open the trade panel. What I want to point out is we can actually unlock the next one now because we have gold coins. It's 40 cycle distance, but we can buy in the roof tiles if we want to. So I'm going to try that. So it's only buying. Let's see how much one costs. 21 gold coins. Okay, how many do we need? 22. That would cost 462 gold coins. So I think we need to probably sell one more thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell some more stone again on the next one. And then we'll buy in the thingies here. All right, Chapter 7. You now have access to production buildings, tilery, and a brickwork. Cultural buildings. There's plenty there. I'm not even going to try and say half those names, guys. There we go. Perfect. Let's pause it up and let's take a quick look at our new center right there. It looks good. Looks really good. Happy with that. But at the moment, we're saving up for the Senatus, which enables decrees to be passed, and we're waiting just for more stone and wood. At the moment, we've got a little bit, so we're okay, really. But we may consider pushing out this way. There is another ruins here. Look at this. Cost of repair. Stone plus clay. If you repair them, I'm not quite sure what happens to. I think you may get certain buffs, so we will go ahead and probably repair that. I don't want to waste the stone just yet, though. Now, what we could do is get another stone pit going. It might be worth doing that. We got some pretty good zones here. We could flick between here. Like, clay is insane. What I might do is build another one. As it's almost out of clay, we can get that replaced, actually. We'll flip that one to it. The Threat of Macedonia 1. An emissary brings you a letter from the King of Macedonia, who wishes to conquer territory in order to gain access to Aegean Sea. He plans to lay siege to Amphipolis and the neighbouring Greek cities and sees you as a key ally. You have the necessary soldiers and the Greek cities have coveted resources, but weakening these cities in order to exploit them could be harmful in the long term. You could also seek political and religious support to moderate the king's ambitions. At the end of the event, you'll win Tullianum is a prison. Men, women and slaves serve more or less severe sentences there. We could build a prison if we help. So -3 safety for 50 cycles. We've got plenty. Although we actually haven't. We need to make sure we get safety in our next building. So I'm going to do it. We are going to get that going. But yeah, where was I? We're back to this now. So I'm going to go ahead and probably get another quarry. I would love to be able to do it up here, but there works just fine. And we're going to say stone in that one. So they'll build to the road here. And it's just enough out from my houses to actually do that as well. What do we have here? Faction installed. Noble Tinsmiths wants to join the city. Let's have a look what they want to do then. Right. So the Noble Tinsmiths are so discreet that we have little information about them. Archidaimos, their representative, describes them as craftsmen specializing in the manufacture of tinplate objects and weapons. They are skilled in metalwork and their services are highly prized by the surrounding towns. You've got to be careful on this trust factor here. So we've got 55% trust, so because we got cultural radiance. They actually may already be present, so they give us a bit of production. 25 plus 25 cultural instance, more cultural points in production here. We seem to be going down this production route, if I'm honest. We can accept them and gain more taxes as well. They're not disliked by any others, so we're going to try it. And what that means is they'll be in the next faction. So we actually have 2 now. So we have the Dame of Megara faction, and we now have... Where's the other one? Okay, so they're over here as well. That's cool. You can uninstall factions as well later, so it's not too much of a problem. This tiny little district in here, look. They're in that tiny one next to it, which is cool. We'll take that little district anyway. But yeah, we're on our thingy now, so I should be able to get the Senatus in. Oh, look at this building. Alright, this is one where we're going to get ourselves a nice bit of culture here. It's tricky, though. We want to install it in a way that's going to go on both of these. So we'll get 50, 50, and 100 there. I can't quite get it in, I don't think. Oh, I can. If we go here. Wonder if I flip it, can we still get them in? I think I'd be happy to split that district in getting that in. So I'm going to attempt to get them on this too. And there is where we're going to do it. We're going to hit build on that one. And in choice, we're going to need safety because that is lacking a little bit. And then next up is going to be the belonging. So we're going to go into those two, I think. It's going to keep us pretty good. I'm keeping pretty balanced is what my aim is. So I can kind of keep everything good over here. Because without the safety, we're more likely to get fires and things like that. And it costs gold, so you need gold in to knock that out. As you can see, though, city is growing really, really rapidly here. And we should be able to get the repair in once this is in as well. And I do want to see what that's all about. So Senatus is our mission here, though, that we're trying to achieve. And we're officially, how's that? 16 out of 50 cycles done. And we can go in and do a bit of trading. We've got 512 gold coins. We actually need 22 of these. So that would be 462. I'm going to go ahead and accept that. So we're going to accept that trade. And that will be, I think they're 40. Oh, food stocks are low. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get that improved then. Right, we'll get that improvement on food done so we can sort food out as well. I think we grew population a little bit too quick without considering the food there, but that's okay. Let's slow it down a second. I think this just took in a load of food, didn't it? But that's good. We've now got a good generation. As you can see, we've massively improved our cultural points from production here. Okay, you lose 0.05% of health every cycle. The state disappears after 10 cycles in positive food. We are now officially in positive food. Now they're back up, so we should be fine. Cool. problem averted. We've got enough to get in our next blueprints now as well. And I think I want to go into some of the tier 2s and 3s. We'll go ahead and grab the tier 2 quarry. And then maybe have a look at the cultural stuff here. So we want to go in a little bit more. I think we've just used most of our points. We could kind of go into like the arena or something. These are all upgrades with the arrow, I believe. Ooh, legionnaires join forces with merchants to construct cobblestone roads that will ensure a certain road stability and provide many more advantages. It's the symbol of a prosperous and dynamic and modern city. Ooh, I like it. Via Edificum. Let's grab one of those, and that will be something we get going. We've got a few things we want to get going, right? Just need people to kind of do it, which will help. We can adapt a district as well, right? Okay, what do we have? A building is running out of resources. You can upgrade or demolish the building and place it elsewhere. Which one? Okay, let's get that going. And we got a good bit of clay on the go anyway, so we should be fine. An exploited vein is empty there. It's just part of the same thing. We will get the clay thing up there. Threat of Macedonia 2. Alexander the Great informs you that your ally, his father, lost an eye at the Battle of Methone. He has allied himself with the Chalcidian League and conquered Amphipolis. It's really hard as an English speaker to pronounce these. Please do correct me on any. I'm probably saying most of them wrong. I apologize for butchering them, especially if any Greeks are watching. I'm sorry. Morona and Methone established a promising naval base. The Greek cities are no longer a threat. In recognition of your help, he offers you the plans for a building to maintain order, sealing a lasting alliance with Macedonia's ruling family. You accept the gift. Unlock the cultural building. That's safety satisfaction, which is great. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's way deeper than I thought then. The game started off nice and slow, but it's definitely getting deep. And if you click that one, we'll get rid of those. We seem to have naturally gone into cultural without even realizing as well, which is cool. All right, we can vote on a decree though, so let's open our senators panel now. Look at this. So at the moment, we've got the two factions in that do stuff. Laying down your arms. Loving your neighbor. Costs 5 gold per cycle. Oh my goodness, there is loads. I think I'm going to try something that's around esteem. Increases the esteem satisfaction of every 4 cycles. Can we do that? How do I do it? Oh, a minimum of 4 factions are needed to establish a government. 2 are missing, so we can't do that yet. We need a couple more factions in. Once we've got factions, we can sort that out. All right, we've got a bit of spare money in now, so I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, that is costly, actually. Let's check out the proximity here. You know what? Before we do that, let's go ahead and rebuild this. So we're going to repair this ruin, and that gives us another choice. Beautiful. Oh, we get creativity. This is great. Okay, let's have a look. Esteem is pretty low. It's probably our lowest one, so let's get Esteem in as our next one. And that's going to give us some kind of wonder over here. And then once the trade... Did they already come in? They did. We may be able to get this one. We can. As soon as we've got workers, so we'll just wait for those to kind of build up. We're already on 594 inhabitants. We are going to build this ruin as well, and then we'll get some more in over here. So just to reiterate, these down here negatively or positively impact what you've got going on over here. So if you just hover over this satisfaction's impact here, so food consumption is less if health is in a positive one. So as long as the left is higher than the right number, just down in the bottom right corner there. In some cases, they're not here. Creativity is looking a bit healthier now. So basically aiming for unsatisfied citizens here. And safety will be my next concern. There it is. Nice building that we have recovered there out by the farms. And we do also have the ability to expand a little bit further on the surveyors' cabins and stuff as well. And we have our little decorations. Let's go into this one though. So, or do we want to go more into health satisfaction here? This is quite handy. Wonder if we can squeeze one over here that might give that district there a bit of a... Yeah, I don't know whether to... Can we... We're going to demolish that farm out. I want to try and get one in there and just make this district something here. And I'm going to go for... I don't know if it's going to fit. I may need to get rid of that one as well, actually. So we'll do that. Hopefully it doesn't try and build another one. We definitely want to get rid. Oh, new faction. We have our 3rd faction here. Very cool. So they seem to get along, and we're going to gain some more cultural points in economics this time. So we're definitely going to accept them because we want to get to a government, don't we? So that's 3 of 4 that we need, and there we go. That building is now removed, so I'm hoping I can hit both of these, which it looks like I might be able to. Trying to get the right fit here. I've managed to, so there we go. That's going to give both. So here we are. Creativity is becoming a bit of a problem now. We're going to gain creativity from this, so we don't need to worry. Health is fine. Safety, we do need to consider. Belonging, still okay. And then esteem is just so good. Let's go into safety here. And that's going to just adapt all of our main districts there. And then I'm hoping I can figure out how to expand this. I'd like to make my housing come a bit further so we have more districts. All right, let's go on in. We are going to go pure production here. And we're actually going to... What's the architectural office? We've got one of those. That's the blueprints, isn't it? We want the... Not the tilery. We actually want the carver right now. Do we have enough for the tiles? We do. So we're going to go both of these. We want to get to the next tier. So production-wise, we are going to grab a carver. I think I want a bit of the industry to come over this way. Let's rotate that one. Let's go there. And then the tilery when we've got more people available. Oh, there it is, guys. We have the Agoge Center. It generates 300 attraction. And looking good. So we just want to actually generate these workers now. I want to build this wonder, which is 30. And I also want to keep the other things going. But we actually also need the tilery, which is fine. So we can get this one in first if we want. And then we'll get the wonder afterwards. I am going to pop it over here. So it looks like almost a bit of an industry kind of zone. I don't know. City's coming along nicely. So, and then we're going to get a new clay pit down here anyway. And we've almost got enough for another unlock if we want as well. Another blueprint. All right, let's knock down a bit of our production here. Let's invest those in, and we'll go up to 867. We're almost there, so we're going up to our age. So as you push these in, guys, rather than generic passive income from them, so at the moment we only gain from political and production, it will give an automatic boost to try and get to the next age. I was trying to explain it last time, because we are in the second age at the moment. So a way more depth to the game than I first realised, actually, and I'm quite happy about that. And there it is. Our tilery is now in, so we should be producing both rubbles and tiles. By rubbles, it's concrete bricks, it looks like, so they're carving concrete bricks. Should probably consider our surveyor's cabin and where we want to expand to as well. I was thinking about getting another farm out here when we can. You know? Because our gain is a little bit low, so we probably will need to consider that. So let's go ahead and get a surveyor's cabin over here. We'll get this one upgraded soon as well. I think I'll come this way. I'm okay with that. And I think our next farm's going to go over here. I want to keep the farmland in one kind of area, so it's just easier to manage. Well, let's come on in and get this now. We've got the tier 3 upgrades, haven't we? So rather than going into more cultural, I am going to just keep going into small production chains. Although, do I need it? Might be worth trying to unlock more blueprints. We can get our architectural office kind of upgraded. Although we want the proximity sorted, don't we? There's the prison as well. Building already unlocked. We probably want to get that in for getting that, so we'll remember that. But I actually want to unlock this. So I'm going to get the tier 2 surveyor's cabin range, and then we can get this one kind of unlocked. So let's have a look at what it costs. Very, very cheap. Let's get that improvement going. Let's see how good the proximity is on that. And then I can get my next farm in. Keeping a close eye. I think I need to consider this already. And we're going to go with a small farm. I'm going to put it off the back of this one here. So I'm going to go there. And we can get that one upgraded as well. That should be fine. I didn't select the right amount. We'll let that one do its thing. It does generate disturbances for these small areas. We need to be careful. We may need to buffer that one up. But that's fine. I'm having a great time on this game. Alright, Surveyor's Camp upgrade. Just coming in now. Let's take a look. So I think we just gained... Yeah, we did. We gained just a little bit of area, which is weird, actually. I thought it'd be more... Let me just look. Yeah, it's definitely wider. That's 115 meters. That one's 132. So you just kind of slowly upgrade them. I think this one is a waste. I'm wondering if I can demolish that one. Might be dangerous. I am not allowed, but I am allowed to demolish that one. No. Okay. Don't think I'm allowed. That's fine. You're staying there then. All right, farms coming in. So we will get the improvement on this one as well. We just want to get this food cycle going, which we managed to catch nice and easy. We are fully full on stone and wood. So we probably want to ramp up the production on those as well. And these cultural points we're gaining from these are coming in really, really well. We just need one more family to come in. The housing districts are getting pretty dense in there. We may need to expand our fences out. We may as well use that. I say fences, the walls. As we've got the wood in, it kind of makes sense, right? So let's go for... Do I want to do that? 577. Let's get it done. Because why not, right? We may as well wall our settlement with the spare wood that we have. And now food should be okay. The gain should be pretty good from this. I think we're going to get the improvement in straight away on that one as well. And then everything should be fine. We've got plenty of tiles now. If we want to make gold, which is coming in quite nicely anyway, we can consider that too. We still don't have the clay pit, but we're okay. I'm just going to leave that one kind of running. And I think we officially have our 4th faction now. So we want to take a look here. They bring in 2... extra to that and 1 extra to that through their culture here. Trust level's good. All right, let's get them in. And we should be able to officially now open our panel and begin this in. So our election, well, Scriptorum are looking the best right now. I do want to go that way. If we submit one of these, they get the favor here. Through chance of success. Okay, now I get you. Corruption. I'm not going to go corrupt. I'm not going to do it. Let's see what each one does then. Our best chance of success is one of these educational ones. So we've got tensions, creativity, satisfaction, and reduced costs for education buildings by 20%. Sales values of good is increased by 20%. Suspends the effects of commercial faction tensions. Think you can... Oh, the duration. Okay, we can do this a small amount of duration, right? That might be what we do. I kind of want to go into creativity satisfaction here. Should we do 40 cycles and submit that one? It's 200 gold coins and chance of success. It's 59%. Let's try it. So we can vote on one there. And there we go. Decree accepted. A few cycles ago, you presented a decree public courses to the senators. The majority of the senators voted in favor. Okay, so it's 2 for 2 plus me, so 3 against 2. Cool. So chapter 9 is the rewards. We've unlocked so much stuff. Oh my god. Unlock a wonder. Sassy de Matera. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. The wonder that surrounds your cities are becoming more and more present. Some districts would like to find a safer haven for them in order to gradually reattach them to your activities. King Mazul is dead. His grieving widow, Artemisia II, wishes to erect the most exceptional of all funeral tributes. She has sent you the plans for this tomb. Transforms up to 80 wanderers' homes. Closest cultural buildings of the wonder do not degrade during the passage of age. I'm going to go with Sassy de Materia because I kind of like the idea of the wanderers. Let's get rid of the senators. Yeah, there's a lot here, so that was kind of good actually. We need to get a lot of these up. We are struggling on a few. I think health and safety are the best ones right now. Walls are going in as well. And food, come on. Yep, we're back in the plus. So we just got that in time. Now, how do we get onto bricks? That is the main thing we need to know here. Okay, we have the brickworks. So it converts 3 clay to 7 bricks. Let's buy that one. I'm just getting all the basics in, you know, so we can kind of get everything started. I'm hoping I can place it over here. I can. Nice industry section here. And I'm also, now that we're using more clay, I am going to need to get the clay pit back in. So we're going to get that one as well. We're just going to get our small quarry over here. Now, the good news is this is an absolute humongous section for clay. So we're going to go ahead with the 6,000 here. And we're going to confirm. There's actually sand over here too, which is good. So if we need that, we can grab it. And it's really starting to come along, isn't it? Look at this place. Oh, so you gain 2 lots of walls. So double safety here. Good use of the wood. We had spare to burn, so... Oh, protects against barbarian attacks. Currently not implemented in the game. Ooh, okay. And taxes. We gain more gold. Let's have a look at our gold income. We got passive income of 2 gold coins there, 1 gold coin there. Do we want to grab this one as well? I kind of do. And I'm going to do a bit of a sale. We're making tiles now. I definitely don't need this many. And I don't need that much sand. So we've got to get it right. 150, we'll go with that. 650 gold coins. Let's get that going. So it's a bit of a buffer that we can get. We get a passive of 4 gold coins per turn as well. So we're pretty good on gold income. This is really starting to come in nicely now. So our production, I just want to go into the culture tab, not the reserve. The culture, we're 88% to our next one. You get the bonuses from wonders as well. So you got to remember, as we build out these, so this one, for example, I don't know whether that classes as a wonder or whether we actually need to build our one. But yeah, we need bricks to do that. We're on 8 already though, so it won't take that long. It's just where we're going to put it. Now, it's worth mentioning we are 53 cycles in now, and it says out of 1,250. So I think, is that how many you have to see how far you can get? I have no idea. If that's the case, that's quite cool, so we can reset and kind of get used to the game more and more, but it's really, really coming along. I'm kind of loving it. I won't lie to you. But yeah, we do need to construct this wonder, unfortunately. So we're going to have to wait for some population to kind of increase to do that. We've got everything we need other than the bricks, which actually are almost there, so it might be worth us looking at upgrading. Just kind of getting these in, really. We can't go to tier 2 brickwork. These all cost gold. I think just keeping in the basic resources. We've got iron there, so there's definitely a lot more than we realise inside of here. I think I'm going to grab the upgrade for the Politerian, so our Via Edificum can be upgraded. Does that mean it can be upgraded? I'm not sure. We didn't get one of these in yet, so we can adapt this. I'm thinking about getting it. Looks like one of the best places we can get is down in there, so yep, let's try it. Let's try building right there. Alright, improved ancient city centre improvement. We can actually do our middle bit here. So, let's have a look at what's going on. Let's pause it up. City under tension. Friction has arisen between different groups of citizens. The Ptolemaic family and Collegium Scriptorium factions are now under tension, and heavy negative impacts are to be expected. News is spreading through the streets. Our city has increased its level of cultural influence thanks to our joint efforts. The city is becoming more influential around the world every day. Beautiful. Right, we're doing well. We're doing well. So what we need to be careful of is this satisfactions now. It's getting pretty out of hand. So here's the faction tensions, these two here, right? So detailed impact on trust, so it will go down. We can actually tax them. Oh, well, I won't start messing with that. I mean, we can expel a faction then if they're being naughty. I'm not going to. We've got good trust with the Collegium Scriptorium because of our thingy that we did. So they're looking pretty good at the moment. They offer the education. These guys are offering politics. So, I don't know. I guess we leave them for now. We want to focus on this wonder construction at the moment. And we need 50 workers, though, to be able to do that, which is pretty immense, if I'm honest. So, what's the improvement cost over here? Will we be ready? So, let's just have a quick look. Just going to see the improvements. I think we'll have enough to do the wonder still afterwards. This doesn't cost anything other than the resources there. And as we're waiting for the builders, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my city centre to our 4th phase. What do we have here? Stoics is at the gates of your city. Lulak the Scotsman has recently been appointed head of the Stoic faction. His group has always advocated virtue, wisdom and emotional detachment as the path to happiness. They advocate self-mastery and acceptance of circumstances. So that's going to boost our educational politics here, or culture. Ooh, they have a good trust. I think it's worth. I'm going to do it. More factions, the better early on. We definitely want to do that. As you can see, we now have new factions coming in the districts here. They're getting nicer. Look at this. Oh, yes, a little improvement on the building there. Improved ancient city centre is looking gorgeous. Look at the size of our faction now. Interesting. All right, a surprising land. Some citizens came to wake you up early this morning. It seems that the ancient ruins have been discovered at the edge of your security area. Ooh. And they're cheap to repair. I'm not going to do it yet because we have 32. And you know what that means? not quite there for that. So I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to wait till the 50 to get our wonder up. I'm desperate to get it up to test it out. So, all right, let's try and boost this satisfaction now. As these guys are coming in, it's getting out of hand, right? And we're getting more and more districts in now. And we can start expanding a bit further, which is nice to see. I think we're going to go for one over here. And then as they build out this way, which they probably will, let's go ahead and grab that in. So I think we want belonging because it's looking the worst at the moment. So let's go ahead and grab the belonging in for that one. And then we're going to need more cultural things. That did cost us the workers, but I had to do it because we're getting pretty out of hand there. I am quite tempted to bin off the Ptolemaic family. I'm going to expel them. I want to get rid of this this negative thingy here. We're going to lose out a little bit on that, but we are actually trying to build educational. So let's go ahead. So they're producing a little bit of gold, a little bit of cultural points, and we'll lose cultural influence by expelling them. Let's go ahead and expel them. I don't mind losing early on a little bit. And we're doing pretty good on brick and stuff as well. Is our clay pit doing okay? Should we get this small quarry? Let's get the improvement going on that as well. I need to stop using my builders, though. We are officially on 1k inhabitants. They're looking pretty good. Let's stop pausing it. And let's wait for this one to come in. I can't get over how big it's just grown, though. And look at this, baby. Look at this Polterian. It looks awesome. Like a little mini, like a marketplace. All right, it's time to spend on our thingy here. Do I want to get the scholar? We may as well spend the points. Like right now, I can't actually use them very much, so it doesn't matter too much. But we do want to get them ready. We want to kind of go for ones that are going to give us 2 extra satisfactions. Like, as cool as the arena is, do I need it yet? The theatrum is a good one. It's great. It's got good radius, good attraction. I think it's got better radius than these guys, so it's actually easier. And you get a good, you get the extra. So we'll have 2 there. The Emporium is also similar. Let's go with the theatrum. I'm going to buy that one with our points. It's probably really, really expensive to build, though. I don't want to use it. We need to get this wonder in now, so we definitely need to save. And what happens is I think the districts will start to wrap towards these ones. In any little gap is where the districts kind of build up, which is really cool. It automatically starts to do it, which I really like, actually. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so you get a bonus for these wonders, so it's definitely worth getting them in. Tempted to move this cutters camp out a little bit. Oh, here we go. We have a new faction trying to join. Merchants of the Port of Tyre is at your gates in the city. Okay, led by the great Jezebel. Although our spies don't know their faction, the Phoenician city is renowned for its commercial activity. All right, we'll give them a yes. We'll give them a yes, and then we'll open our panel, because actually, I think we could submit again. This one suspends the effects of education, faction, tensions, got you. So you have these ones, so you can sort them out through politics rather than evicting them. I understand this now. So we probably do want... I'm not sure if we'll win this vote, I'll be honest. Chance of success, 59%. I kind of want to get a curfew in. I'm just seeing if there's anything else we can fix safety with. And the other one is belonging. So maybe this one then. We'll go weekly ceremonies here, because I think we'll get this one through the door. Will we get this one through the door? Maybe not. Public courses. Creativity. Do we even need safety or weekly ceremonies? I want to try this one. We'll see if it goes through in a moment. What do we have? Faction install. We did that one. Cool. Gold's looking nice and healthy. Food's looking good. Across the board, actually. Resources looking fine. Okay, most factions in favor, which is really, really good. So we got that decree accepted, which is going to increase the belonging. Again, we've got two ruins we can build as well. I could get them done, but I want to do the wonder first, and we're about to hit it. Come on. Boom. Okay. Must be placed on the periphery of the constructed zone. Ah. Okay. So, oh, it expands our city area. Okay, going this way would be really, really cool then. We could also start to build over the water here if we really wanted to. We go surveyor and then build out into here. Building across 2 zones would be pretty cool. I don't know. This thing is super cool, though, so I'm going to build it. That's where I'm going with. So it transforms up to 80 Wanderers' homes. So we'll get that going. 200 to build. All right, we're 608 cycles in, so that's going to take time anyway. Then we'll let that kind of tick, which is chapter 10. And then in the meantime, when the workers come in, I'll get our ruins and wonders done as well. So let's just go into our politics real quick, our cultural stuff, and let's just take a look. So we can convert some of our production now. I really want to get into this, so we get the bonus and extra trust here, which is quite important. So I'm just going to invest 10 more, to gain 2%. Okay, let's get some other buildings kind of upgraded and stuff in the meantime with this then as well. Now we have a desire for safety to get upgraded, so I'm going to go ahead and accept the arena. This thing only takes 17 workers, so I am going to speed it up, and that's going to be our next one. I know we had the Tulanium is the prison as well, which is satisfaction, isn't it? Influence safety. We don't want to worry about that one yet. There we go. We've got the arena now. So this one does provide safety. Now, do we go ahead? I don't really want it this way. I think I'm going to come this way. And as they build out... Oh, sorry. As they build out towards it, I think that's smart. So these guys, there'll be districts that come into here, right? We won't get much use out of it yet, but I think we will eventually. And I think I want the arena to go here. So we're going to get that one going as well. So we get our safety, which is great. So that kind of ticks us over. Let's have a look at which ones we kind of want to cover. I think mostly we're pretty good because of the wonder going down, but we need to consider one here. I think I'm going to hit creativity because I want to stick to my philosopher kind of take here. And that's what we'll do. So we'll get the arena in, and then 1.2k on the blueprints. We can also go ahead and get more in. So I probably want these to kind of upgrade as well. What do we have here? Yeah, you just got to get them all in, really, haven't we? Wouldn't mind getting more education stuff in. So we've got the theatrum that we need to build, right? Which is here. That is 30 workers. So maybe we save for theatrum, and then we'll have that kind of next to the arena. So as they build out this, maybe over here. Who knows? Two of the factions have started a tension, increasing the risk of incidents and spread of negative rallies. Okay, so we're going to have to sort that. So between a Collegium Scriptorium and Deme of Megara. So we've got better trust with the Collegium here. We actually have 5. So if we wanted to expel, we could. But I'm going to do it properly through politics. And that's going to be through the Senators. So we can submit to get it done. And we need to calm one of these down, right? Softening the competition will sort Deme out. Education, it sorts these out. No, we need what do we need? Religious. Suspends the effects of production factions tension. So this one here, we're probably going to have to submit this. And it should go through quite easily as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. Then in a couple of days, we should be all right to sort that one out as well. And our theatre is coming in. We'll just wait for that. Our stadium. Beautiful. And the decree was accepted as well, so hopefully we can resolve our issues between these guys, right? I did do that right, I'm hoping. We shall see. And then what do we have here? We have a new faction that wants to show face here, and they do bring education and cultures. They hate coffee roaster and proletarian, so we need to make sure we don't get any of those in. Yeah, the culture points are good, so let's get those in and we'll kind of manage them. As you can see, they're building out this way now, so that district is becoming a thing. I want to come this way, though. It's very much about just waiting for the builders to come in. We are kind of getting there with the Sassi de Matera, and this should then allow us to generate... So it's going to give us wanderers around this, I believe. I don't know. I've never been this far, so we shall see. We can continue to obviously get our influence here. Did I already get one of those? I did. Cool. Right, let's go ahead and get ourselves a nice trade going on as well. Let's make some gold here. So we have a lot of these guys. Too many bricks, and because we have so many, we may as well sell because we can't store any. Let's see how many. I wish there was a max button. All right, 17 is the max they can buy. 819 coins. We're going to sell some bricks and some of those on the go anyway. We've got plenty of surplus of these. And, yeah, I'm hoping we can get Horium upgraded. I don't know if it is an upgradable building. Obviously, we can pause the camps and stuff, which will free up workers, to be fair. which is that right there. So let's go ahead and do that. And I think I want to get this one, although I don't like where that one is. Let's go with repairing this one because that gives us belonging. Look at that. So we can get a few of these in. We're actually doing well on all of these. We're in a good surplus of all, but I'm going to go for creativity and esteem. So we'll get an extra 100 of each of those satisfactions as well for this being built. So let's see what we actually get out of it. And we've got enough for the theatrum. Oh my god, it fits so well over here. Look at this. This thing is cool. So this will provide education. But as I say, there you go. Look, there's one coming in right there. So in here would be perfect. They started to fill out over there. This is where we're next going to get to. I don't think I did the roads very well. I wish you could build over the roads. That would be perfect. Although this could look really nice. And we will get housing into that estate there because that is where it will go. Just might take a little while to get there. I don't know whether it's worth waiting. I think I'll wait. Oh, hello. Didn't realise I built you. Necropolis. I was building the other one. Hey, I like the look of that one. Looks awesome. Nice little buffer. What does that actually... Mobilizers. Alright, we can go ahead and repair this one now, which is going to be belonging. And then let's go ahead and utilize the lowest one, which is going to be safety. So we'll go for safety over here as well in this one. And these guys still not happy, unfortunately. We may need to bin one off, but we do have this thing. Could just go heavy into production here. This is just insane how much we're getting from them. But education's coming in, the cultural points one coming in really, really nicely. So I'm quite happy with that. So we can't do anything until the election is sorted. That's, I thought we were okay, but I'll see if I can submit this one for the next one. Suspends the thingy. We can always bin them off. I just don't want to because they're next to each other. We are kind of taking over with these guys, so we've got to be careful. Let's go with the know your enemy so we can, we'll be okay with that one. It costs 200 gold coins, so the next one will be that. Hopefully we can sort our rivalries out. There we go. Just about accepted. Perfect. So we'll get that one in on the next election as well. See how these satisfactions... Not sure if the satisfactions are going up. It looks like they are. Anyway, let's take a look at what is required for our upgrade. So upgrade to ancient capital actually requires rubbles, which we cannot store any more rubbles. So how the hell are we going to do that? Oh my god, that's a fortune. Although we have it, we can definitely sell it. What can we sell in the meantime? Let's sell 150 of ours, so it'll only cost us 69. We'll accept that trade and we'll get them in that way. And then I'm hoping I can upgrade. If I come into the blueprints, I believe you can you get more? I'm not sure if you're allowed to actually. Yeah, see, I'm only allowed to build one. So I can't even increase my storage. Right, let's go check out our new ancient wonder building. It's nice. So if we get some houses around this will look really cool. Part of me is tempted to go ahead and get rid of this cutting camp. I'm going to do it. I'm going to demolish that cutting camp. Takes a little while, but we can always move out because we want to build a little bit closer to these. This carpentry is not really in an ideal place either. I might move that over this way into kind of this little section we've got over here for industrial as well. Oh, and we have a new faction here that wants to show their face, which is actually going to bring in a bit more of the money stuff. So we'll do it. So that means we now have 2 vendors here, which is good. I don't know whether to suspend this faction. If anyone knows, I won't do it yet. I'll wait for a bit of a bit more detail from you guys. But how do you deal with the tensions? Oh, okay, it's not too bad. So tension just causes reduced taxation. We don't need to worry about that then too much. What do we have here? So you're gone and faction installed. We are good. Yeah, I don't need to worry too much then. We just want to get these guys in, right? So we got the rubbles. How much was it for the upgrade? 379. We got 364. And then 262 of the slate. So we don't want to do that yet. So we're going to need to buy from someone else. Oh, there's a new one. 100% yes. Okay. Look at that. We're going to trade with these guys. We're going to get enough. And then we got the 404. So it looks like we can get higher than what we can store based on that. But we now need some beams, and what else do we need? 262 of those. We'll have those. I just need to buy the beams then. Getting close on our wonder as well. What do we have here? A city under tension. Cultural influence. The news is spreading through the streets. Our city has increased its level of cultural influence. Good. Okay, let's take a look. Oh god, we have growing drama over here. It is what it is. In the meantime, I reckon we could expand our proximity. I don't think it needs to worry about that. I'd like that to go around the farms, you know. Maybe it can only go as far as what we allow. Oh, I don't know. It's not letting me build anymore, but we're looking okay. Let's go back into our cultural thing again. Oh, we're in the next one. We are in our tier 4. I think I see 31 there. Interesting. 3% of antiquity. It's a civitas. So wonder bonus is going to be really good. We're going to get a huge bonus from this wonder once it's done. All right, we have a sheer amount of a lot of stuff coming in. I really want to see if we can unlock some of the Circus Maximus. Here's another military one here. Look at the satisfactions you get from them. Holy crap. Now, I've just been watching a series on Prime called Those About to Die, or Those Who Are About to Die, and it's about Rome and the Circus Maximus chariot racing. It's a really good series if you're into that. Statue of Zeus. I kind of want one of these. Like, you get insane stuff here. With the philosophy, I think we want the library. I'm going to buy it. We've got enough for that, so we'll grab that one. And is there a way of us upgrading another Horium? Because it gives us stock space. And I think I might also get the Surveyor's Cabin to level 3 and kind of upgrade it as well. But we need to do a few of these upgrades first. So what do you give us? It's all a bit weird, really, because I was just reading some of the descriptions, and you can want to evolve them. You can put 2 next to each other, is that right? Which is interesting. It can be quite the... when you hover over it, it shows you. So if I put the Theatrum here, we're starting to get houses in here. You see that? So there would have been perfect. I think I'm just going to hold fire on that one then. We could obviously keep these going with some production as well as they push out this way. I think that needs to go. So I think I want to get rid of the carpenter here and move it across. We don't need it right now. Yeah, we'll get that demolished. It takes 1 cycle and we'll build another one over here. So production will get carpentry moved over. Let's just pop it over here. So we've got a nice industry area. Let's get it nice and tight in there so we're not using up too much space. Get that one built so we can move that over. Get rid of you, and then I should be able to fit in. And I could even influence these guys now with the Theatrum, which could be a good thing to do. Do we want the mixture, though? Could help. I think part of me wants this small prison here for safety. So we'll get the extra safety. Let's just double check what we want to do here. I think we want esteem. So let's go esteem and safety from our smaller little building there. And we'll get that going. Let's continue on. 43 cycles away from this being built. I don't know what happens when you hit 1, 2. When the maximum cycle is reached, a new age arises. Launches automatically. Make sure you're ready. So we go into a new age completely. So yeah, we need to get these in. Right, tiles and bricks. So I'm going to try and sell as much of our clay as we can. We get more in. I'm hoping our clay deposit isn't gone, but we'll try it anyway. And I'm going to buy in these guys. So that should be all we need. And let's see if we can get the... what do we need? I thought I had enough. Did I build some more? So we need some rubbles as well. We've got the tiles, so we just need some rubbles. And we don't need a lot, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to get this one upgraded. Population needs to be 2,000, so we actually can't do that until we get it, so that's fine. We'll just kind of leave them as is then. Let's check in on our sand is good. Clay, we're still producing with clay, so when you hover over it, yeah, we got 9k in there. We don't need to worry. Right, building is up. Means this small district that started to form in here is going to start to grow slowly. You'll see that just slowly tick up. It should fill up all this area around the Senatus and the Tulium. and it will become a good mixture, so that's fine. I do kind of want to get the military one up, but we're getting good numbers across the board here as well, across education. And that does open up this section here, so it'd be nice if you could remove those, because I definitely want to get the theatrum in there. Right, we have a big amount of tension rising across the board here. Who is the problem? Right, let's try and clear this out. So, ooh, it is you guys once again getting on in the neighborhood. We have good chance of success, and we're going to say this duration is for 60 cycles. You guys are going to get along to earn a bit more gold, so I'm going to do that. Hopefully we can get this back up then through that political decree before we go into anything else. We'll get rid of that. I don't fully understand that part of it, how you kind of eliminate tensions without binning them off. I guess the point is you try and keep them all the same so they don't hate each other. There's no specific specifications that they don't like it. They're just not getting along, right? We have a new faction coming in here as well, which is going to give us good cultural change on these guys as well. I think I'll go ahead and accept them in. And decree was accepted as well, so we are good. That's a big district that is 100% production, and we are hitting 186 cultural points from that as well. I think it determines, so when you go into the new age, it determines how your buildings are going to look and stuff. I think that might be part of it. I don't know. So we get the scholar. I'm going to buy that as well, because I want to get my education buildings in so they kind of have the ability to upgrade. Just need more sand. Looks like this quarry can be improved, actually. Let's get that going, and that will help us a little bit more. What is going on here? A carnival. Your town is celebrating. The streets are alive with laughter and lively music. Construction of the long-awaited Merville is complete, and everyone is letting everyone know about it. Okay. I don't know what I built. I think it was automatic, but we'll take it. What's this? New wonder. Today is an important day. Oh, it's my wonder. Look at this thing. Oh my god. That thing is nuts. This is cool. So as we kind of build out towards this, so we got towards a new age. So we hit the new age before we've done that. Move on to the next age. Okay. Change of age. You're about to embark on the passage of an age in your city, and this will be an opportunity to make decisions that will have a major impact on your residents. Bear in mind too that certain actions will no longer be possible, and buildings and factions will be forgotten forever. Oh, okay. Oh, so certain buildings will change. Oh, this is weird. We're going to do it. End of Antiquity. Here we go. The limit of cycles. The remaining cycles of your current age visible at the bottom of the right screen will be added to the next cycles on your next age. Some buildings will be affected by the age change. All of them, with the exception of the wonders, will complete their current projects. Nice. Cultural buildings will deteriorate and require resources to repair. There's a timeline of what we did. I get you. So this is the cinematic. And then we skip. So, okay, threat of Macedonia 2. Oh my god, things are changing. Oh my goodness. Your destiny. Oh, wow, the game just opened up massively, didn't it? So we kind of have nothing to do with religion or military right now. And we're kind of building a bit of everything there. You choose to defend the Kingdom of Macedonia, or you choose to present your friendship to Rome. Many cycles have passed since your involvement in the battle between the Kingdom of Macedonia and the Greek cities. Alexander the Great once again seeks your help. The Roman legions are on the march under the command of Lucius Aemilius Paulus. Could we strengthen our friendship by defending the Macedonian city of Pydna to stop Rome's expansion, or join forces with the new empire of promises and riches? It's up to you to decide who you'll represent the world of tomorrow. Ooh, you unlock the Roma trade routes, and you lose the Pergamon trade route, or we lose the Burdigala. There's no way of telling what that trade route is, but you do get a new trade route plus belonging and esteem, which, to be fair, I'm not that bothered about the gold coins, so I'm going to go with defend. I'm not going to betray. And here's the scoreboard. Okay. End of an age. So we built one wonder out of 5 before the start of it. Cultural influence level, average trust. Ooh, I like this. Continue. It's been hundreds of years since the family has had a notable leader, but that hasn't stopped it from remaining in control of the town. To make the best of it, she thought it best to focus on... Oh my goodness. I feel under pressure. We can go with 2 cultures. 1 additional educational plan plus 50 gold coins. Additional 25 boost in education factions. kind of want to try and boot. Maybe I go education and production. Do quite like the idea of money, though. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go these two. So knowledge and production. The passage of time leaves lasting traces on the city's infrastructure. Some buildings become obsolete, others are abandoned by their owners for various reasons, but not all historical heritage is lost. Select up to 3 buildings to preserve for 3. Okay. Oh god. So I think we want to go with the bigger ones, right? Not that bothered about the religion ones, but we do have them. We need a good balance between the numbers, don't we? And I'm thinking a ceramic workshop we're going to keep. We've got 2 agoge centers, which are pretty good for those, but I don't think we need them. Let's get the archivium. I don't know if I'm saying these right. Kind of makes sense to keep this necropolis. Yeah, let's go with that. So we're going to keep the necropolis, the ceramic workshop, and the archivium. They're the main ones. The others might stay. We just need to see what happens. You're faced with a choice. Continue in the footsteps of your ancestors or embark on a completely different path. I love this. Look, you can... Oh my god. Okay. Increase blueprint production by 10%. We don't need that. Double the active know-how slot. It's a know-how slot. Wow. I don't know what to do, guys. Do I continue down my cultural path? Or do I become the politician? 2 additional decrees can be issued simultaneously and the cost is reduced by 35%. I don't really need the natural resources, I don't think. I think we're okay on that one. And then passive income could be pretty cool. I'm going to become a bit of a money guy then. Alright, start of the Middle Ages. Here we go. They combine. Holy crap. No way. This is cool. Oh, I don't know where to go now. See, do I go across the bridge now and start trying to build over there? Or do I come this way next to the Wonder? Almost makes sense to come in here, right? We'll give it a go. It might get a bit cramped, but it does give us some good building space. Let's get our medieval city center right here. So what happens to all this? Can no longer evolve. Okay. Wood to repair. Okay, we can repair them. Wow, I don't really know what's kind of going on now. I'll be honest with you. Can I still level up this one then? You can. Getting a head start. Your citizens sometimes seem worried. The buildings of the past which helped them build your civilization and make you one of the most successful cities of your generation are now crumbling, broken, or dirty. Be good to maintain. Okay, so get the ingredients to kind of get this going. No problem. We can do that. Evolving with the times. Upgrade a cultural building. I'm going to start to repair some of these up for sure that have kind of taken a hit. Some are quite costly though. We've got to be wary of that. Okay, so it takes a long time as well. The attrition zone. Okay, erosion of time. Okay, repair cost does increase. Alright, glazed pottery workshop. Oh man, you can't build any of the older buildings. This is strange. So what does this thing do? The houses are coming in around this, which is cool. So it's production culture. So we probably want to make sure we're grabbing through that. Let's check our blueprints then. So a ropery, because we're in the next age, I guess. Right. Production. Anything new down here? There is. Small mines. Is that gold and iron? Do we even have that? Oh, we do. We have gold stores in them there hills. What about iron? Nice. We have a good amount then. Oh, I feel really overwhelmed now, guys. I don't know. It's just gone crazy. I definitely want to get one of these pottery things then. We'll make these guys even better. And we're going to need to get some walls around. So let's kind of do it in a way that could influence another zone. And then we're going to need to make sure we're on top of these. So as it stands, our creativity is good. Need safety and esteem. Boom. We'll go with that right there. And then down in here for the culture buildings, we're going to need to come in, right? And do I want to go down this route? I want to get this Universitas, which costs wood and stone. Now, we turned off one of our woods, didn't we? Or is it okay now? It's all good. Cool. And we now have increased storage, I'm noticing too. So we basically want to get one of these repaired. And because we got rid of that other one, I think it's time to get in a new cutting camp now. And I'm going to come a little bit away so we're not intruding on our other stuff. And we can come all the way over here and we'll set up a new zone kind of over here. And what I'll do is get it nice and close to this. Boom. And get that built over there. So we'll get a logging camp in there and get that going. Oh my god. I don't know what to do anymore. And I'm upgrading that cultural building. That's good. Architectural office. What are you doing here? Okay, that's my blueprints. I don't need to worry about that. This quarry is almost out, so we're going to need to get rid of that in a moment as well. Thorium is good. Macellum is good. What were you providing? Just need a bit more sand from you then as well. So if we come down and kind of up our sand production, we have enough builders to do so. So I'm quite happy to do that. So if we get a quarry in, I think I can expand and go pretty crazy over here. There's actually a bit of stone there too. It's about 3k there. So we'll go for the sand right there as well. And we'll slowly get these going. God, guys, you'll have to let me know your thoughts on what's just happened. This is just wild, man. We still have celebrations going on, which is nice. And then as these woodcutters camps come in, I should be able to hit the improvements as well to get those gained. Oh, the fall of Constantinople, number 1. An out-of-breath messenger brings you worrying news. The Ottomans are besieging the Byzantines in Constantinople, while the Timurids are threatening towns close to the Ottoman borders. Your advisors recommend that you inform the Byzantines of their advantage in attacking the besiegers. Okay. Precious stones. There's steel and iron. Barricade yourself. Support the Ottomans or support Constantinople. I quite like the idea of having the free iron, if I'm honest. I also like the precious gems, though. I'm going to barricade myself, you know, all for one and all that jazz. I think I may even buffer the sand even more. And I think I need to go into the quarry upgrades. So, what are we on? Let's get the quarry upgrades done. So then I can get this improvement done for nice and cheap as well. And we're just going to bump up all of our kind of production. We're going to need to do the same for clay, I think, as well, if we're going to get some of these upgrades done. We have a new faction that is showing its face, and it is a political one. Oh, Brothers of Light is at the gates of your city. Yep, I'm just going to accept everyone at the moment, and we'll bin them off if we need to. Then this small quarry will also get the improvement on, and we should be in a position to keep building. I love that this is now growing. Always nice. That's so weird that we're now having this different ages side by side. We have pretty much happiness across the board, apart from a little bit of belonging, which we're going to need to sort out as well. The building is running out of resources, so we're going to want to demolish that one. We'll probably allow all the workers to go to town on that. Get rid of that one. We now have space for stuff to grow. But that does mean we're going to need another stone quarry somehow. Which we have one there still digging stone, which has only got 650 left. Let's see where else we can go. Wouldn't mind embedding over here, actually. I think I'm going to come up this way. There's some pretty good spots. I think up here is one of the best. We're going to get... That is another 3,500 right there. So we'll get that one. And we'll go stone. Alright, with those resources installed, I feel a little bit better. I definitely will have the sand in place in a moment. This should fly up now. And then I'll be in a good position to hopefully repair some of these, because I don't want them gone. Wood isn't good. That's coming in as well. Which one was waiting on sand? It's you, isn't it? And wood. I'll try and repair most. I don't know whether it's worth... Guess you could bin them off and replace them. Oh, that's not good. We didn't keep on top of our farms, which we need to upgrade both of these. Which costs gold. Okay, we can't do that. We need another farm then. So, where's our farmland going to go, you say? Well, I think up here is good. Let's get this attached over here. That should fix us. I'm trying to remember what happens when the food comes in. I think they ration, don't they? We'll be fine. Then we'll get some gold and get that kind of upgraded as well. It should be good. Cutting camp is out, so we'll go ahead and demolish that one out, and then we'll get in a new one. Everything's kind of just gone wild. You there, and we'll get that one upgraded as well. I might even get another one as well, so let's get one over here. That should be pretty good news. We'll get both of those in, and that should give us what we need. So you got 2,242 cycles this time to get any further as well. Feed the population, put food back on track. I'm trying. Farms are coming in. Oh god, the second one here. What do we have? We may need to go this route, so we've got to support one of them eventually. I'm going to go ahead for this one just because we need the food right now, just whilst this comes in. We're definitely not generating enough, so we may need to double up the farms. Let's get the improvement going as well. Yeah, it's already gone, isn't it? And then we have a new faction that's decided to show face. What I'll be doing is trying to push directly more into one or the other. Let's look towards a gold quarry as well. Let's unlock that small mine. We'll just get in a small amount of gold. We're going to still be in a negative after this. We're going to need to get another one. 1 point, yeah, we need another farm. That is absolutely fine. Let's get that in over here with some radius, and we'll get that upgraded as well. Oh god, and we're hit with another one. The Fall of Constantinople 3. I still need that food. It looks like it's coming in again. Tiles and steel. Where are we going to get steel from? We don't need gold at all. I'm going to go with the Constantinople just for that food, because we actually have a good gain now. So those farms coming in, that's just saved us. Saved our bacon. And then we'll get that one upgraded so we can actually get a bit of a surplus of food as well. We're only just in the good for that. And then we've got the wood now to start actually rebuilding these guys. And they're not in a... They're not okay yet, but they are there. They're getting worse as we go along. So we'll get what we can done. And then I should be able to get the gold mine in. There's 1,400 over here. I didn't quite realise how much deep stone was on that bit. A little bit of gold there. And gold up in the hills there. I think over here is the best bet though. Right there, we'll get the gold in. That's going to focus on that. We're kind of just in and stabilizing into our next age, which is medieval right now. As you can see, we got this started over here. I'm staying paused a second. And we're rebuilding some of the buildings here and just upgrading food. So we should be stable because our food is just about there. Now, we are in a little bit of an issue, although we have started to get gold. The issue we have at the moment is we need to kind of convert what we need into where it is. So I need this to kind of grow around here, but I am going to solely focus a little bit more on more specifics just to kind of get it moving a bit more. All right, so we've got another... So we've still got this farm upgrading here. We've got the stone quarry coming in here, which should fix this. We're not actually gaining anything at the moment because we don't have any. So I'm also going to get another one in. So we need to kind of choose where we're putting it. Whether I go next to that one or I go over here. There's not that much there, though. That's the only problem. We might get a bit more emphasis on some trade here. I might be able to dig out... I think it's going to utilize because that's taking a bit of that. We can't quite squeeze over there either. And I'll just show you something I've discovered. So this is going to be the spot anyway. We're going to try and pull that in as far as I can this way, which is about there, 3,000 there. So we'll get stone in on that one as well. We'll just let this play slowly, but I just want to show you on the blueprints. So if I come into cultural, down the bottom here, you can actually go back to the Antiquity age and continue building that. So I think you build them as separate sections, but in different ages. So I shouldn't have built it so close. I should have built this separate, really, is what I'm thinking. But it's fine, and we're just going to fix basically all of the broken buildings for now. So we just need a bit of stone to do so. And then we should be good, and that should get everything back on track. But I hope you're all well, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. We have lots of issues with clans or factions bickering still, so we could fix that by binning them off, but I think we'll wait. And then inside of the panel, we can continue to work on stuff, but we can't do it just yet, so... And we're almost ready for this upgrade as well, so I do want to keep going with that one. I think the best thing you want to do is wait for the full cycles to go before you do anything, rather than rushing it. I guess you can rush it, but not necessarily worth the hassle. We do officially have the gain here now as well, so I'm just going to come in We're going to go into the production here, and we are, in fact, going to take the level 4. Not that we can use it yet. We need to remember that, but we can get the gold. So it says gold leaves. No idea how we produce those yet, but I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out. All right, let's accept that one. Let's get that rebuilding as well. It takes a while, right? Ancient capital improvement. Several cycles have passed, and you now have enough citizens and resources in your warehouse to improve your town center. That is this one. So let's have a look. Oh, 100%. Let's go. And then once that's done, we'll see where we're at as well. We are expanding pretty quickly. I want to see if we can... Oh, no, it does encompass both. So we'd have to go all the way out. Weirdly, that costs an absolute fortune. I think it goes into stone walls, which is interesting. Yeah, we'll focus on that afterwards then. And what we'll do is we'll come into culture. It says go to a building that can be evolved. So we're going to go back into Antiquity here. And it looks like... How do we do it? Let's have a look. Ceramic workshop. Statio. Doesn't necessarily show you how you can kind of grab it. I'm in the tab here for some of these. And we have a few of these kind of done. Maybe you've got to have it done already, like we did with the thingy. There it is, though, looking pretty snazzy. Ancient capital right now. Gives us way better storage as well, which is good. Let's see. A bit more stone. I think it has started to come in now, and the next ones are good. So 50 on that. That's rebuilt. We've almost rebuilt most things over here, so we can focus this now. And there are some buildings we can kind of get. So I've unlocked this ropery as well. Again, needs stone. So our stone production isn't that solid. So, but we do have the improvements we can get in as well. So we'll go ahead and do that on both of these. So pretty cheap to improve. We've got the iron to do so because we did that one mission. So we are all good. And then we've got some good iron deposits out this way. So we're going to need to work towards one of those to get our own thingy of it. Which, again, is going to be down in here. So we need to come into that one. I think the small mine does that. So can we get the tier 2? We can. We can go into the tier 2 as well. So we'll grab a small mine. And this is going to be for iron. As you can see, we could get it in here. But it's going to have a bad impact on these guys. Press number 6 so we can see the resources. So all our spots are over here. I actually think over here would be the spot we want to grab the iron from if it lets me build. So it must be outside of rocky area. So over here is actually the best bet. And there is a bit of disturbance, but there's 5,000 iron there. So we're going to go right into that bit. It just makes sense, right? That'll do for now. Ah, look at this medieval section building out nicely as well. We're pretty good across the board here. We need to get a few of them up, as you can see, but we'll get those in with some of these buildings when we get a chance to. They're pretty costly on the actual workers here, so until we get some of this building done, we're not able to do anything yet. Some finishing off now then. Good. And we've now got our thulium ready. And we'll be able to evolve that too. So I wonder if we need to actually go into the thulium, for example. Does that evolve to a dungeon? It does. Oblites. Thulium plus dungeon. So we'd need to build a dungeon. Is that the same for one of these? Let me have a look. Templum plus unknown. I reckon one of these. I do still want the theatrum as well. You can't actually build these, so you need to put them in with the other ones. So let's go over these then. Ropery plus unknown. There's the dungeons. So that's one we definitely know we can do. I'm assuming Universitas, no, guilds. So when you put them together, I think they merge, is what my understanding of it. Yeah, best bet's going to be the dungeon then. We just need the workers to do so. So how many do we need? We just need 1,000 blueprints to be able to do that. It shouldn't take long. Another one being built over here, which is great as well. So that's now in. Politerian is back in. This is actually fixing some of our issues too, which is good. And the fall of Constantinople 4 is here again. Now, this time we don't necessarily need any of these items, right? So I think support the Ottomans. You choose to betray the Byzantines. I feel bad for betraying anyone, if I'm honest. So I'm going to go this way. And we got a really good stone gain and stuff now, so I should be able to fix these. We've actually got 2. I don't know. Is there a way of, like, getting rid of one of them? I don't know why I put 2 in. Oh, look at this. A new zone building around here as well. Cool. Very new district. And we can further improve the quarries as well with the iron. We do need that wood, so I think I'll go with a cutting camp first. Then the quarry. We can do both, so let's do it. And it looks like we're getting these guys in. So we're going to go with mass production cultural here through this. So we're going to allow them because that's our first one over here. And we're going to keep that going. I think I get it now. You want to build them as much as possible so they don't clash. Building's running out of resources, so that's officially gone. Let's demolish that one. I'm going to go ahead and get another stone one in over here as well. That's important. And we'll get rid of that faction one. So let me just check. Do the factions now go hand in hand? They do. Okay, so even with these ones, I think we can... Can we not open panel at all? We can't. Okay. Interesting. It's going to be weird when these guys merge. And another one coming in over there as well. Yeah, we definitely want to get one of these buildings in then. Right, I think we can officially get the dungeon in. Let's accept that one. So we need to build the dungeon and then you can evolve that into oubliettes, I believe. So that's fine. We'll make sure we get one of those in. It costs a lot of stone. We do a bit of trade. So we're going to have to unlock these once again. We've got plenty that we can unlock. We've got good merchants on the go, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, gold sheets, gold leaves. One of these is going to sell gold leaves, right? Let's have a look. There it is. Geneva. Let's unlock you. We do need you for an upgrade, but for the time being... Look at that. These passive incomes are nice, just for unlocking the trade routes. Oh, we may as well unlock every single one that we can. Don't want to waste too much money, though. Right, let's have a look. Definitely unlock you. That's a passive 3 gold income. And what we're going to do is purchase in a bunch of stone. So I'm going to get myself back on track and kind of sell some stuff so we can get back into the swing of actually upgrading some stuff here. We're now mining that, so we should be fine. Let's go 200. We'll spend 900 coins on getting a little bit of wood and stone just to get us back on track. It's maybe not the smartest, but I want to build these out as quick as possible, and that does mean we can get our dungeon in. And what's funny is you can build them over here as well. I'm not sure whether they need to be close by, but we could start to really convert these other guys, you know. Do I want to do that, or do I want to come out? I think I'm going to keep it this way. That's going to be good. And for this one, we're going to see what we need. So health, safety isn't good. We're getting safety for this. Belonging is rough, so we might need to go into belonging. And then we'll get creativity on the evolution as well. God, it's going to take quite a while to grasp all the features within this game, isn't it? This is getting insane. You can now zoom out really far too. So I'm wondering if I built that, that's growing loads, but if I built that kind of like over here. But it is a humongous map, so I imagine you can build all the way over there, right? And as the deterioration's coming on these, I need to get them done. So there's one. And then we've got another one here that we need to get sorted as well, so... Wondering what my income is of the other ones, whether we can kind of sell them. You accept the situation. Constantinople is saved. Oh, the last Ottoman is dead. And Sultan Mehmet too is nowhere to be found. The soldiers are stunned, has once again repelled the invaders. Okay. Not a lot we can do for that one. Then we didn't get much, so our political decision there wasn't the best. Your food stocks are low. It's happening again. So what are we waiting on? Okay, we'll be able to upgrade our farms momentarily. I think in the meantime, though, we are going to need to get one more in. Let's be smart about this, and let's pop it. I don't want to build over here. I want these to combine into the middle, so... I think over here might be okay, actually. It does have a disruption bonus, though, so over here might be even better. I'm just going to twizzle it. We're going to go right there, and we're going to allow the maximum number of fields on that one. And then when that wood comes in, we'll have to sacrifice for the improvement. And I'll probably do it on that one. Is that our best one? Yeah, 110 food, so we'll go for the improvement here. Boom. There we go. And that should fix our food. At what cost, you say? Well, at the cost of many of these. So, we've got another faction that wants to come in. Companions du Devoir is at the gates of your city. And they are craftsmen once again. So, they are giving us lots of cultures. And we're just getting humongous amounts in here. It's worth us checking in, actually. Yeah, so we're going to hit this, which is good. Unlock the decorative building Parvis. Very often set up in front of churches or cathedrals, the Parvis gives rise to a wide variety of gatherings, corresponding to the desire and needs of the population. Okay. We could invest some of our points here. We're okay with that. So now, funnily enough, the only one that is looking good is our safety. And that should tick our food into a good place here. Come on. You plus you, maybe. There we go. We're in again. And they're going to build the farms out there. Perfect. We are in a good spot. And most things are replenishing. I'm going to come in to some heavy cutting stuff again. So I'm just going to bring another one over this way. Going to get that built and going. We'll get that going as quick as we can. And then we're going to come in. We have a lot of gold. So I think I'm going to come in for some more buying. So these passive ones are really good. It's worth unlocking for the extra gold, to be fair. Quite a bit of gold you could probably sell. And that would come in really handy. Let's unlock you. So 1 gold contains 2 gold coins. What do you get for 1 stone? 2. So it's the same kind of value. Well, we can try and make a little bit. So why is gold not worth more than the wood? I guess back in the day it's harder to transport that wood. I don't know whether to buy some of these as well for the farm upgrade. How much is one of them? They're not bad. Maybe 20 of those as well. We're slowly getting some of those gold leaves. And let's just have a look at what it is to improve. So 80 gold leaves. We'll slowly buy those in then. Yeah, that wood's going to help get the buffer going. I don't think we're making rubbles anymore. I thought we were. We can definitely get the improvement on this small quarry, but do I want to spend that wood yet? Not really. I want to get this repaired before anything else, and then we're job done. So let's go ahead and get our carver in. We have one there, so why aren't you producing? Oh, it is going up. It's just a little bit slow. All right, the time has come then, so we can go a little bit further now, and we can get our ropery in. I'm going to keep this going really crazy over it. Wow, this building's cool. I'm going to get this going kind of immensely over here with these guys. Actually, is that right? Is that the right thing to do? Universitas. I think I want to evolve this first. Let's go for the evolution here. So, various improvement options. Your town may decide to upgrade your Tulianum to dungeon. This clever mix will form a brand new building, Oublets, which will carry the characteristics of its predecessors. The building gets an extra 350 belonging, 50 creativity, 350 health, or 350 safety. I'm going to go health. That's a good idea. And we'll get that one kind of upgraded. Not sure what kind of happens. I think it's just when you pair them, you get to build that second one, which is nice. We have a new faction trying to come in as well. So this is becoming very, very heavy into kind of this production stuff. And quite frankly, we're still okay to buy. So I'm going to try 60 of those. I'm going to sell 100 gold, and then we're going to buy in 200 wood. And we're going to spend all that. We still got a good amount of gold. We are fine. Don't think we can do that stuff anymore, which is interesting. And we got 2.7k to use over here now. So upgrade wise, we should be fine. Now, let's work on a little bit more of the other stuff. So we've got the Universitas we want to get in for sure. But is there anything else we want to do? Commercial wise could be pretty cool. So we want to go for the evolution building. So if there's something that can evolve based on what we have. We don't know the unknown there. The butchers. I wonder if we just get the ropery in. Yeah, let's do it. Let's try. Is that silly going over there? Kind of. Yeah, I think we keep it this way. Those trees in the way, though. That's kind of cool across there. If we get factions coming in through this way, I'm going to build it over there. So, 550 health. That puts health good. Let's go into creativity next. So let's get creativity kind of covered, which will help our growth a little bit more. Hopefully as these factions come in, they'll get good on this front as well. And our thingy has completed. Look at this. Oublets. And then I think one of our deposits has kind of run out now. Is that the gold mine? Okay, we'll go ahead and demolish that one. And let's pause it up. And let's get another gold mine. So down here's another small amount. I want to get it just so it doesn't build weird roads everywhere. That will do nicely. I'll have that coming in slowly. And then we'll come into the medieval center. What is the upgrade? So it's rubbles. So we need to make sure we're getting rubbles in. So let's go ahead and spend some coin on that. So quite expensive. We've got a good amount of iron though. Let's see if we can sell some of these to make it work. That's quite a lot of our stuff, but let's do it. We're not quite producing the iron bars yet though. Maybe sell 100 of those and 1,000 of our iron. We'll get more in. We are mining it and there's plenty on our maps. Let's go ahead and do that. That gives us our rubbles to get our medieval center improved. So let's go ahead and get that done as well. This is huge for us right now. And then we are in a negativo right now. So let's get this next small farm upgraded here as well. And we should be good. This settlement is incredible. Look how they're merging together. I don't know what else to say for this game. It's really cool. Let's see what actually the next chapter kind of takes us into as well. There it is. Right. You will now have access to service buildings, master builder's office, a library, and house of grievances. Which is our decrees. We need that one, I think. So let's go take a look. Enables to modify urban planning rules. Service buildings unlock new cultural gameplay of the game. Okay, library. House of grievances. We definitely want this one. Gonna have to get bricks though of some kind. Yeah, the satisfactions are great here. I think we need to go House of Grievances first. And let's take a look. 168 brick. Okay. I mean, trade is possible again. And we got a Parvis. Look at this. Adds a little bit of attraction. Is it weird that you put Parvis in with that Roman thing right there, right? Cultural influence. The news is spreading through the streets. Our city has increased its level of cultural influence. Thanks to our joint efforts, the city is becoming more influential around the world every day. That fits in really nicely with this medieval town, doesn't it? I'm also going to push out the surveyor stuff as well when we can. I'm trying to think where we go. I want to make a little bit more room over here, to be fair. There's more sand that we can grab here at some point. We got a really good radius to take out all of this and start mining the stone and stuff from up here. So I'm going to pop a surveyor thing up there. And then let's take a look. Yeah, we got gold there and iron there. So we can start building on both of those using that surveyor spot, which is good. I'll leave all these selected actually so we can kind of see. Right, really handy. And actually, I've noticed these buildings have turned medieval. Look, it's evolving over time. So it's just these buildings that are staying the same. Wow, okay. In that case then, let's go into our production and let's start. I think I'm starting to understand it now. Let's get the tilery upgraded. I think I can go up a few times here, so we'll do that. And the brickwork. I've just spent all my blueprints. Did the wrong one, right? I'm thinking about selling them, though. And what do we have? A surprising land. Oh, we found a ruin. And we're going to go ahead and repair it because that gives us belonging. And then we're going to use esteem as the next one for that small fixture up there. Guys, I'm kind of falling in love with the game. I'm somewhat confused, don't get me wrong, but I love how large scale it is. And look at this, we have a new... The Battle Brothers is at the gates of your city. Is there anyone they dislike? +5 of trust in political authority. Okay. Come on in. Hopefully you guys aren't too dramatic. You are our first faction that is of the military culture. And we probably need to work on the proximity of this as well at some point. So costly though. It's weird because you put the proximity down on this. It's kind of all over the place. They say you get more tax if you do it, right? And this one over here is coming in as well. I wonder what it looks like. Ah, that is gorgeous. Right, I've got enough for the tier 2 brickwork now. So let's go ahead and improve that one. Let's get that in a little bit quicker. And then I think I'll leave the tiler at the moment. But these little finds give you better buildings and stuff. I really want to get this House of Grievance in. Probably need this tier 2 architectural office now as well. It's getting pretty wild. So 500 blueprint points and we'll get that one upgraded too. And then we can push that one a little bit more. All right, it's time to buy in some bricks. So who has the bricks? You. 50. Cool. What do we want to sell to them? So 100 tiles. Look at all this wood now. We are good. We definitely want to sell our surplus, though. We want to make sure we're doing that because gold is good, right? I'll gain some coins for this trade. And just keeping an eye on food. I think we're pretty good. I see the gain does dip, but we want to go into the next improvement of the gold papers soon. So gold leaves, we have 80. It looks like we can go ahead and continue these basic improvements, though. With our natural golds. Yep, once we get the rubbles. So we'll do one more, which should take us good. And then we've got room for our House of Grievances here. And this one, to be fair, I would like to push it this way a little bit because we're already doing some politics, right? As these build in, do we want to blend them in through this section? I don't think so. Could be good to go here as they build around it. Yeah, let's go there. Okay. So let's fix our problems here. Creativity. Huge problem. Can you do it twice? No, but that's going to give us 800. The next is belonging. How's health? It's kind of green, so that's good. We need to get on top of a lot of these. And then the next is going to be our architectural office, so we're going to get that leveled up. Straight away, we've got the improvement, so thank you. I like how when you improve them, they then adapt to the look of these, which is awesome. So cool, man. There it is. Right, we should see some more blueprints now. So chapter 2 rewards. You now have access to glazed pottery workshop, stables, abbey, mustia, wheelwright, and a manor. See how many buildings are in this game? I don't know what to do, man. Crazy. And we've got our next one of this. We're building our iron spears. Is at the gate of your city. Yeah, come on in. You can help me balance the politics over here. And now this is in. We should be able to now go into our politics now. What the hell is going on here? Medieval politics are changing from the ancient. New political authorities with exclusive bonuses and malices now have full authority over decrees. Beware of defeat, reaching 0 trust. So political authority. Okay. Interesting. So you can lose the game by going through this, but we can improve ourselves to get better bonuses by making certain people happy. Cool. Suspends the effects of commercial factions. This will give us our tax in and our gold will fly through the roof. But at the same time, we're going to need some kind of satisfaction. So the best one is going to be going into belonging, potentially. Doesn't look like we're going to get into favor of that, though. So we might want to go temporary tranquility. No. Let's try and fix. So ceasefire would help them. So you're guaranteed yes, and you'll get a yes from you. So that'll be 3v4. I don't think that's going to work. Finding a compromise would be good. So suspends these. So let's go for that one. We should win that. Decree accepted. Cool. We'll take it. And then we've got a lot going on. City under tension. Yep. Trust in freefall. Your factions, souk vendors, and Palmyra commercial came to your lands because they saw you as a true leader. Time has passed. This trust deteriorated. You have to act quickly if you don't want it to barricade itself and get out of control. Which one are you then? Souk vendors. Okay, where are you? Souk vendors. Do we expel them? There's no way I can fix them. I'm going to expel them. Goodbye. Yeah, we're good. I think by getting rid of those, we fix most of our problems here. That's good. So let's go ahead and do a bit of trading now with this gold. So we need more rubbles, more bricks. And there we're going. I'm willing to spend it. We'll sell a little bit more of the iron. Boom. And that gives us that buffer again. Trade does come in really handy, actually, when you need it. And we've kind of fixed a lot of these issues down here now. So we just need to unlock the Master Builder's office. So let's see how much that one costs. That's a service building. 1,450. No problem. In the meantime, we'll continue to grow where we can. All right. I'm thinking about getting the university in now. So we can keep these guys a little bit more happy here. So, oh, that would have fit nicely in there, wouldn't it? Really difficult to not choose your spots badly. I'll be honest with you. I'm thinking about going here, but they're not going to build to it yet until we expand. So there's better, actually. That works fine. In there we go. And let's go ahead. I think belonging is better than the others. We are getting creativity and health. Let's get health from the Universitas. Oh, here we go. Yersinia pestis. This morning, the town is in state of panic. The Black Death is threatening every town in the region. The population is crying for urgent measures to contain the plague, and families are ready to flee to safe lands. You have 3 viable options. Support our scientists to find a cure, quarantine the suspect sufferers at the risk of infecting them at the slightest mistake, or recruit foreign doctors despite the risk to their own cities. Ooh, you seek to treatment on your own. Oh, I don't want to mess with that. Minus 40 gold coins for the cycles. Seek treatment on your own. We've got enough education to do it. Let's seek treatment on our own. Let's knock that down. All right, let's have a look at what it is to upgrade the architectural office once more. 1,250. I'm definitely going to do that. Just point out that ancient capital is the highest level it can be. So level 5 is the one. I'm going to seek to build out this as large as possible. So let me see. It seems a bit bugged, so you've got to just fiddle with it. 1891 of both. Let's go ahead and build that as well. That is a large wall around the settlement. And a university is coming in. Let's speed it up. Boom, look at that thing. It's a nice looking building. Very nice. City under tension. Friction has arisen between different groups of citizens. Okay. Not a lot I can do about that. Merchants of the Port of Tyre. So our merchants are struggling a bit, aren't they? Merchants of the Port of Tyre. Their trust isn't good. I'm going to say goodbye to them. We're going to get rid of all our merchants. The brokers are going to have to go at some point. At the moment, we'll leave you where you are. Let's expel them. We don't need that drama in here. We're going to stick to our production guns here. It's working out really well. And now we have the blueprints ready to get our architectural office upgraded. I'm going to sacrifice that so we can just speed up everything as and when. We just need 500 wood. I can make that happen nice and easy. And I think I want to unlock this, actually. Let's get that extra gold income. There we go. We're going to trade some wood for some gold here. And we're going to pay for the privilege. So I can go ahead. Oh, hello. The terrible epidemic that has ravaged an entire continent seems to be subsiding thanks to the medical discoveries of our scientists in the city. Perfect. We survived it without dying. We're going to improve this architectural office as quick as possible. We'll get that kind of going and then we'll be good. There's still not enough walls to get around our settlement either. We're building all the way around our wonder here, which is going to be really cool. So we now have opportunities to kind of expand out this way. Kind of tempted to get in another cutting camp right over here because I want to clear out a lot of this wood so we can build more. So let's go ahead and do that. Just kind of clears it all out, you know. And it looks like we have another faction that wants to instill over here, and they're happy to. That is good. So it brings in good amounts here. Their influence is fine. And look at all this that we've got coming in. And the upgrade of the architectural office is coming in now, going up really, really quickly now, which is good. Now, we're going to have to improve yet another farm, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, because our food is now on the minus, which is fine. And it looks like districts are now building around these. I love that. That is so cool. So we're finally expanding out this way. I'm going to move this momentarily as well. I'm going to let them finish chopping this bit, and then we're going to move that one out the way as well. And now let's take a look at some of these that we may be able to go ahead and get. I think it's time to get the library. We need 1,450, so library is going to be our next one here. We are deep into the medieval era, 706 cycles to be precise, and here's what we're working with. Let's zoom out. I love when you look down on your settlement. It's pretty damn big, and we are encompassing some crazy politics right now, and it is a bit of a problem. Now, we're just working towards the Master's Builder office, so I will be pushing that as much as possible. As you can see, we still have some problems here with half of our factions. We're kind of working down some of our kind of financial ones at the moment, but I do want to keep the market people happy as well, because they bring in a lot of good stuff money-wise for us over here. So we've got some districts that are 50-50. Now, I've learned quite a lot in trying to keep the districts more separate would be how I'd play, or more focused in the next one. But it is what it is, right? So, yeah, service building, we need to go in, and we were saving up to actually get ourselves the Master's Builder Office. So we can buy that with our blueprints now. And we can already get this thing in, and this thing is an absolute beast, but it is, I believe, religion related. So we want to consider that when we're popping something in. I might go over here. I think that would fit nicely there. We're going to have that lumber mill gone really, really soon. So as they push out towards the sea here, we'll be doing that. So we start with 800 belonging on this one, which is going to help a lot. We're going to need to probably go for esteem for 800 and safety. So we're going to go for those right there because we're getting pretty low on those guys. And that's 21 cycles to get that one going. So let's get it playing so you can kind of see. I just want to say a big thank you, though, for being here as well. Welcome to anyone who's new and has subbed. I really appreciate you. And any tips, obviously, do make it known as well. I wish that went around the water. As you can see, though, we do have our medieval wall up now, which is starting to look really cool. So modify one district using the Master Builder's Office. We will be going into that in a moment. I'll push this as much as I can, as well as our population. So we're looking pretty good. We'll just get the blueprints in and stuff as well. I'm hoping we can fill out... I would like districts to kind of fill this in as well. They will eventually, but we'll see. And then we just need to be wary of our things running out. So that mine has officially depleted, and that was a gold mine. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Now we have no gold income now, so we're going to work on that once again as well. So let's grab the small mine. Let's press 6 to view resources. So depleted, depleted. And I think we're going to be able to go over here. Yeah, this is now what we're talking about. So we expanded this zone. I think because of that wall, we're not allowed. We've got to kind of connect it in, which is a shame. So I'm going to go in here. That's still... I think I can still squeeze 4k out of it. So I'm okay with that. Let's go in there. And we'll go for the gold. Right in that little section there next to our new wonder over there as well. And there it is. The Master Builder's Office takes us into a lot better over here. So it's looking much, much better. So this thing now, we can open this panel, select a district to start using the Master's Builder. So if we wanted to kind of do something, we'd have a look at the cultures here. And actually, we want some of the arguing ones. So I think I'm going to try that. So this district here, what do we want to do? District made up of houses or empty spaces. Urban planning. Inhabitants made up of citizens or wanderers. We get Antiquity 1, Antiquity 2, or Antiquity 3. Well, we're going to keep it there. It's going to cost us 20 gold to modify. Wait, so if we go that way, it costs... our cultural. Okay, so this is how we kind of work on the culture side of things. I actually want to go middle age. We can actually turn them all into wanderers too. Just looking at... yeah, we kind of leave it like that then. So if we were to come this way and modify into this, what changes? Now have access to production buildings, goldsmith, and a forge. Cool. That did just change our region here, so it's kind of just to change how it looks, I think, which is cool. For some of our older districts, we can make them change into the medieval era, and I do love the building look anyway. When people are asking how far you can zoom in, this is as far as you can go, and all you can see kind of running around the roads are the little wagons, hoping as we progress through early access they'll allow us to zoom in even further and kind of go into the streets. Even something like a walking around option would be wonderful. But yeah, we've got to build the library next, which we can't do yet. It is a service building, so we need to work on that. Now, I am concerned at some of our things here, but we also have new factions coming in. I'm going to allow them. I don't mind. Knights Templars at the gates of your city. We're going to bring those in. Come on in. And we're really starting to run out of resources on a lot of these now. So that is stone. Oh, hold on. We can recycle that into clay. We may as well. One thing we'll need to consider is the income for the stone and stuff as well. An exploited vein is empty. Okay, and you're gone. So we'll wait for that to go and then we'll get more stone in afterwards. But at the moment, the income on them is okay. Right, how much is this library? 1,450 once again, so we won't be doing anything until we can unlock that one as well. I'm just hoping, I'm seeing the houses kind of expand and pop up. It already has pushed around our arena now, which is very cool. Our biggest issue here is actually the satisfaction in health, so we need to work on that. Food is still good as well. I'm going to need to do a little bit more on these, so I think I'm going to improve one more small farm with those gold leaves that we've got, and that should cover us. I don't need to worry about it again. And look at this. News is spreading throughout your streets. An increased level of cultural influence. Perfect. What we need to consider as well is the House of Grievances here. We need to keep an eye on this stuff. At the moment, we're right down here, so we're fine. I think we've got good authority in 2, which isn't great. It's all based on trust, guys. If we go through here, so we've got 100 trust for... Wow, they're all high trust for our production here. Trust's going up for these guys, so we're happy with that. You're still good as well, but you have tension with these guys. 51, it's above. Right. Collegium, Scriptorium, and Stoics are a problem. And so are the Brotherhood of the Holy Grail, so I'm going to go ahead and expel some of these here, which is going to sort out some of our issues. So we learned a lot. That is going to impact our educational kind of push here, but I don't want the drama. So I'm going to get rid of all of those that are having problems with trust. So at the moment, it's just Brother of Light and Battle Brothers that are kind of against each other. But at the moment, that's fine. And there's the farm kind of going in. So our food gain should be back in a massive surplus in a moment. Yep, 335. Beautiful. And what's nice is we're basically going to adapt what we've learned here and actually build much better in the next one. But yeah, we're going to go for the library now. So we'll get that one unlocked. We need a few bricks. So we're going to have to probably make a trade here. Let's open up our trade panel. And let's go in. So Thessaloniki should be the one that we can kind of do it. And we could go straight money with these, I think. We do have some raw iron, but I'm just going to spend the gold straight on these. And we are going to go in and get in the library. Now, again, this is going to be a nice building. Difficult. We're running out of space. Unless we come up this way. And I don't want to kind of cause too much issues over here. We can probably get 2 on the library here, though. It does fit quite nicely there. I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, let's go in there. So, for now then, we've got creativity. Let's get health, which is a bit of a problem. So the colours are indicators of this. I'm just looking at which one's the worst, and then we'll go with... Already got creativity. It's going to be esteem once more. And boom, let's get that one going. So in 20 turns, we will have the library, and then we'll check out these know-hows. I think I want to decide on which one I want to get rid of here, and I think I'm going to go with the Brother of Light. I'm going to expel that faction. We'll have no issues. So when I want to actually pop a decree, we should have some good kind of focus from everyone. So we should be able to do that. So let's go in to, I think, health satisfaction. We're going to go for increased health satisfaction, and we're going to pay the gold coin. So let's try and get this one going. Chance of success isn't that high, though. Oh, we need to be wary of that then. So things that will have high success are going to be these guys, isn't it? I'm going to try it anyway. And we'll see if we can get that one through. Oh, wow. Refused. They are not happy with me. Okay, the brokers and Collegium. So the brokers are our money one. We could run it pure military. I do want to push straight more into these, but we also want to keep these guys in. But if they're just going to keep causing problems, the trust rating goes down. It is always going to be a bit naff. I guess for now we'll leave them. They haven't quite sussed on how you kind of do that, but we have our library in now. Oh wow, a gorgeous building. And we've got a new district coming in nearby as well. So let's open the panel and let's activate a know-how. So know-hows are obtained thanks to cultural buildings built from the Middle Ages, and after each building has a specific bonus which can be activated or deactivated using the library. Okay. Black powder. Black powder has many uses for siege techniques, which with cannons and gunpowders, but also for mining thanks to explosions. We have different things over here, as you can see. Wow, some of this is going to be for later stuff, isn't it? We got printing. What do we have? Carding. Disturbances of production buildings is minus 15. Production building reserve plus 10. Is that storage? It is. Okay. I think I want to do this one. So disturbances are going to be lower. What does printing do? Oh, there's the blueprint generation as well, though. I'll tell you what. Let's go with the blueprint generation for now. Oh, so you can kind of... You need to learn the game to be able to get to this point later in the game to unlock this stuff. That makes sense. Unlock one wonder and end the construction of a wonder. So, oh my goodness. Windsor Castle or Notre Dame de Paris? I kind of want to go Windsor Castle, guys. I won't lie to you. Although the Notre Dame does look great. But let's go Windsor Castle here. So, this costs what? Wood, rubbles, silver, gold sheets, and people. Okay. So, rubbles. Let's have a look. What do we have here? Faction, installation. We have our first cultural kind of faction coming in here. I'm going to allow them for now. As they're not at each other's throats, I don't see a problem. A 1.6k on the blueprints at the moment. What I'm going to do is come down into the production chain. And we are officially going to level up our carver. So I'm going to try and produce a bit more. So we have a carver over here. What does it take? Gold leaves. And with the gold leaves, I'm going to buy in as many as I can. So you sell them. So it's just you. Okay. So we can straight up buy a load of these. So let's go for gold there. And in terms of raw material, let's see who we can sell wood to. If anyone, we can. So straight sell 750 wood here. Let's buy in some bricks with it and we'll gain a little bit of gold from there as well. So we'll start that trade. I'm just checking. So rubbles is also another one, but we are going to get those in. And there we go. We'll do that for now, and then we'll just work on getting more of the goods in. We can get the improvement now on the carver with what we have. And I need to check in on my iron. So it's not quite producing as well as I'd like. But I'm going to save all of those because we have a wonder to build. So we've got the gold sheets. We need 100 more brick. 100 and so more of those. We've got the wood. And then we're going to need some iron ingots. But iron ingots we're not producing. I think we do officially have enough to do it though. So we have a forge right here. It has a bit of disturbances, but we'll go for that anyway. So let's keep true to our zone over here. Hopefully I can get this in. I can. There it is. So we're going to go and get the iron as well. Beautiful. We're almost coming up to 900 cycles. They're almost halfway through that one as well. So we're going to try and build as much as we can. Keep that culture coming. Georgian school. And then we'll come in a little bit further. Let's check out some of our cultural buildings. We've got the spices trade. Let's bring in some good stuff. And the point is you don't want to grab too much. That only gives that satisfaction. There is a church here. I wonder if combined with something else. Sanctuary from a church and something else. I don't know yet. There's a political family home. Staying away from commercial. I don't mind some of these. I might just get in the Mustia. Because I don't think we have any yet. Although that does cost us some of our bricks. We should be able to buy them anyway. Right, we have this whole section that we can make use of with a nice big building. And I'm going to go for the Mustia right over here because we need this in. So that's going to help our creativity. Fine. Health. I think we're going to have to go for safety as our second one here. So let's get that one in as well. In the meantime, we'll buy in our thingies as well. Right, that's officially gone. So that small quarry needs to go. I don't think I need to replace it actually either. So we can leave that as is. And we have a new cultural faction trying to say hello over here as well. That's fine. We're keeping them happy for now, so I'm okay with that. And there it is. The Mustia. Let's zoom out. You really get a feel for how much more it has expanded already. Looks super cool. Gain is still pretty good across the board. I think the rubbles are still struggling. We got the brickwork upgraded, didn't we? Carver upgraded as well. So if we go into blueprints, I can probably get that going again. I can. And we can get straight improvement on that one. So that'll get that going. And then I'll come back into the wonder, just double check what we need. So it's, I think that's going to be it. As long as, and then it's just workers. So we just need to wait for those rubbles to come in, which will be pumping up now with that upgrade. So we should see a good amount. Okay. And we got some gold in. So I can also purchase that in. Cool. And we'll sell them some of our slate tiles as well, which we will be fine with. So we're almost there on this. We just need those rubbles now. Come on. And now we just need how many brick? 8 more brick. So we are good. City under tension once again. Yeah, I'll work on a lot of this. I need to figure it out so I can kind of get better at it. But I think once I've learned it, it'll be good to kind of do that as well. But look at this production cultural points over here. Insane right now. Oh, and a new faction coming in as well. The idea is, I think, in each district, you only want one faction. But you also want to consider having the same factions neighbouring as well, right? So, otherwise they do start to argue. Yeah, they only seem to argue with the opposite kind of thingies as well. See how the brokers are struggling with trust. I'm going to go ahead and get those now. Get rid of those. Now we've got new factions in. We've only got one struggle over here, and we've got a good blend, so hopefully these guys don't have too much of a problem. But it's time. Windsor Castle. Holy crap. I feel like I want to build Windsor Castle just over the water here. Problem is, it gives you a good bonus, and it looks like we can build it out in the forest, which I'm not going to lie to you, I think is pretty cool. We want to get it. It's got a really good radius, hasn't it? So we want to join it probably like that. Let's go there. It takes 400 to build, so we just let that kind of go. And then in the meantime, we just spend some time trying to get some of our cultural buildings up. So Castellum, which is a French castle. There is a barracks as well. I do kind of want to get the military stuff in. I am desperate to kind of go this route, though. I think I'm going to go for the spices trade. That is going to be nuts when it comes in. All right, a stupid amount of gold coming in now. Let's replenish some of our kind of things that have gone down. I think there's a few, though, that we could potentially build if we're sensible with it. So I think I want to get the spices trade, which is raw iron and brick. So let's go in and see if there's anything we can trade with that. There's raw iron here. I'll just go ahead and buy 200 of that, and then we're going to need some bricks. We are making them, but why not just get them in, right? And then we just need... Oh, I bought iron ore. I'm an idiot. We need raw iron. And guess what? I can't get that in. It's not true. To be fair, there is an iron mine of 5,000 over here, so let's get that in as well. And then with these, hopefully I'll be destroying these guys out. Because they're not really... It's not really relative to us. We got a bit of disturbance from both of these, so I might get rid of this one. That's level 1. That's level 2. At the moment, we're kind of stuck with these guys anyway, so... Go ahead and demolish out that one right now. And then I'll stop building. So I need to build up my population for the rest of this stuff. Alright, here we go. The Goliards is at the gate of your city. Their educational culture. These itinerant clerics are known as the Goliards. Led by the Goliards, they are reputed to rebel against church discipline. Their bohemian lifestyle often attracts sympathy on the road. They compose satirical poetry and saucy songs. I mean, I like you, but you don't like the church here. We started building that. I'm going to have to say no to you guys. You're no good. Although, over there may have been okay. Alright, it's time. I can get the spices trade in now. And to be fair, this... Is it better to get... Can I slot this in? I can slot this baby in. Oh, yes. Get in there. Get in there. So, that is our health going to go up. Then we want... Well... Esteem is good. Creativity is good. Belonging. Belonging is going to be next. There we go. And we'll get that one installed. Once this is in, we're going to be laughing anyway. I'm going to go for multiple wonders in this one anyway. And then I'm going to try and get these trees cut down so we can build out that way. And really start to scale up the size. Although it's scaled massively already. And with more of these blueprints coming in, we want to consider what we want to get in next. Now, Do I want to get the church? The reason I say I think the abbey might be a little bit better. They're not happy though. I don't know. I might stay this way. Yeah. Episcopal school maybe. Let's go ahead and buy that. So we'll be able to get this in pretty quickly actually. Because we've got the Universitas de Mustia. So if we get the Episcopal school, we should be good. I love how you can just watch as these houses kind of just keep coming in as well. Look at them just dotting in by this mountain place here. It's nuts. Right, what have we got here? I think I say hello to you every time because you are the production I need. I have good trust in you. I think in the medieval age, it does seem like you need a little bit more of a mixture. Like for these, if I was to get rid of these, are we going to be at a negative? Really? I don't know if we will be, you know? Faction in harmony with its neighbors. So I'm going to come in. We're going to check out a bit of this master building again, because I think you can gain harmony by fixing them. Get rid of that a second. So let's take a look at where these guys are. When you expel, you do have problems as well. Look at this. We're almost at the Queen of Cities, though, in the Middle Age. So wonder bonus plus trust bonus. This trust bonus helps massively, right? You're unlocking all these. I think the main thing is to try and keep their trust as high as possible, which is still happening. 230 from that one. I think I can officially get our new school on the go, and I want to keep more educational in this district over here. I would love to be able to get this in, and I can. So we're going to go ahead and get this over here. So that gives us a bit more belonging. And then we're probably going to have to take safety just to kind of fix that as well. So let's get that one in. It's kind of carving into the mountain, but that's okay. It's going to be nice next to the Mustia. And also Master Builder's office over here and House of Grievances. So is there a way we can make this better once again? So they all seem to be at this point. Increase the attraction generated by ramparts. I mean, we have that all the way around, so that's not a bad one to try and push through. It looks like we may get it. 54%. Let's try it. I like that. So we're going to go for that. The ramparts are obviously the walls, right? We covered most of them. Probably want to look at trying to get further out. Like that. Boom. We've got the resources. Let's get the rest of our city walled in. And it's accepted. Perfect. Why is that so in favor if all of these are against? Is it because we have a strong presence of those? I don't know. We're pretty balanced across the board apart from these two, so... Look at this, by the way. If you go into the cutting camp with food, there's like loads of different things you can get. So you gain 100 with that. Cutting camp with warehouse. This is how you get to like better storage as well as having a good read. Now, architectural office, it might be worth saving that. But here, look, carver with warehouse. Unobtrusive carver. Does not need to be built near the harvest buildings. We're not really doing that anyway, right? I think we got slower production because we built them further away as well. I don't know. There's definitely things we can consider, right? Each upgrade does give you better stock in the buildings too, so... Not that I have problems with that at the moment, but it is one to consider. I still want to go down these guys as well. So we got most things unlocked, if I'm honest, but got all of those in. I do have the arrows. They're unknown. I don't think we're able to get them in yet unless we build, I guess, the other ones. So... I get it. You want to kind of stay in the earlier age as long as possible and get a few of these up. Then you can build the actual adaptations in the next age, if that makes sense. So we're pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and grab the church. And we're going to get that in a moment as well. And I will put the church probably out this way towards Windsor, because I think that would look cool. Looks like our cutting camp has finally disappeared from here. So I'm going to go ahead and try and get rid of that straight away. So that'll make our housing more attractive over here. And then we're going to need some kind of cutting camp to replace it, are we? Probably not. So I'll leave that as is. Let's have a look at what it is to improve this medieval fortress as well. So 532 brick, 536 slate. And we do have a faction that I can allow. So let's get that one in. I'm happy with them. They are more than happy to join us. And we can get the church in. So we're going to go church, then the upgrade. So let's install it. As we already have it over here with culture. Let's go here. Boom. So we're going to get our belonging. And then I think we're going to need health and safety. There we go. And then the next thing we're going to do is work on this. So we just need 532 brick. We're almost there. So we may as well trade it in with the money we have. So who has the bricks? You do. Perfect. And we're going to get the medieval fortress in. This is good. Oh man, I'm excited to see what this one now looks like as well during the upgrade. So this is a big, big thing we're doing here. This is a dense thing next to this wonder right here as well. It looks super cool. Look at that. I think it makes them happy too. And let's go straight into looking at what the next upgrade is. 7,500. We can almost get that. So we need rubbles, brick, and tiles. No problem. She's running out of resources though, which may be a problem as well. The gold officially gone from there. Let's get rid of that. And wood officially gone from there. So main thing we need to keep an eye on then is, do we still have some kind of production of that? And the answer is yes. So we are okay. And it looks like we do officially have an educational district over here. I think I'll allow it for now. We have good trust with those guys, and they are in the... They couldn't be happier over here with their schools and stuff, you know. So let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, let's focus on this. So brick, rubbles, and thingy. So we're going to spend some of our money. There we go. We're going to buy 200 of those and sell 2,000 stone. And then we're going to grab some brick. And we'll sell some of that iron. And some of those. That might be more than enough. We're very close now. So we just need 674. So 200 plus 200 plus 100. I think we're almost there. Look at this. Secure a perimeter in the attrition zone. Prospecting workshop. Find hidden resources. There's different things. Security station. What does this do? Can we put that like... Oh, we can. Nice. Prospecting. So we probably want to take a look, because this will... What does this do then? Just find hidden resources. So if we were to like pop it up here, will that do something for us? I'm not actually sure what it does. So almost there. We've got our tiles. Bricks are about 50 away and rubbles are about 40 away. So we're almost there. I'm just plowing through and kind of letting it happen. We're running out of resources left and right though. So that small quarry, we could probably flip that to stone now as it's still running. And then what have we got here? You're okay. Are you the same one? Yep. Let that kind of run out before we do anything more. And I'm just waiting for this upgrade. So we're going to go to level 4. I'm not sure where it maxes out on this one, but we're almost there. All right, here we go. It is time for the next fortress here to come on in as well. We're still pretty good down here as well. I've managed to kind of stabilize it somewhat. We've got some unhappy citizens, but we also are almost there for our wonder. So it's gone through a lot. Got another one coming in here. There is a dislike for this faction mostly, but it is what it is. So that's fine. Let's get that upgrade going. Boom. Looking spicy. I think there's only one more, which, to be fair, is doable. We're pretty deep in, so yeah, I think that's okay. Just waiting on this wonder, though. I'm not sure how many chapters are actually left in this this age. So I am going to spend the time speeding through. What I am noticing is a dip in the food here, so let's actually push towards one of these. So, cutting camp, for example. I think I'm going to grab the cutting camp with food. Because why not, hey? We're getting a new one of these. And we kind of just want this to be food production, if I'm honest. I want to get it pretty far out, don't we? And then these guys with these effects, I could probably... Could improve, but it'll take a while. I might just go with this one. And then we're going to need to potentially get an upgrade on one of these. So level 2, level 4, level 3, and level 3. What does it take for you to be upgraded? Bricks and rubbles. There we go. We'll trade just enough to get those in because we're going to need to get this upgraded. So let's get our farm on the go there. We'll cover our food before it dips, hopefully. And here we go. Windsor Castle is upon us. Move on to the next stage, which is finishing early access, guys. So that is officially us completing what the game has to offer on a basic note. So yeah, check me out. I'm an absolute beast. No, it's pretty good though, guys. Obviously, let me know. They are very happy when there's a wonder. They get very excited, as you can see. So they start having carnivals and stuff. So yeah, obviously there's plenty more we can do because you can still continue to try and get more wonders and stuff in by unlocking, I believe. I'm not sure how many you can kind of go for. Yeah, we can grab Oxford University, for example, there now. We've got that and you can keep going. But that's kind of where it's at the moment. I'm just going to let this play for a few cycles and we'll show you what we end up with. All right, guys, we're at this medieval capital level up. I hope I can show this off to you. This takes us to level 5 here. Let's speed it up. I want to show you how big this has kind of got. I'm just accepting everything in at the moment. It's pretty wild. But yeah, we're going pretty well on most things. We're actually producing food from this cutting camp and stuff over here. And there it is. So that is the absolute maximum, level 5 on the medieval capital. And we are over 10k population now. Let's zoom out. Look at this. So let me just show you. I started building the other side of the river. We built all the way down to the river. And yeah, this is kind of what we're left with. We're kind of at the point where we've rinsed our resources. You'll have to let me know what you think of how it all looks and stuff, guys. I've enjoyed playing this. Although short, it has been really, really fun. So yeah, guys, do let me know your thoughts on it. As always, I'll pump these videos out for you. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one really, really soon. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you later.